Well, it is hard to know where to start. I'm not sure how people are going to feel about that to be continued at the end. And people have to make their own judgments about how the candidates handled themselves tonight, who made the better case, who offered plans for the future, who told the truth, and who deserves to be president. Those are all judgments that are going to be made over the next several days and weeks. But I have to speak personally here as somebody who's watched presidential debates for 40 years, as somebody who's moderated presidential debates, as someone who's prepared candidates for presidential debates, as someone who's covered presidential debates. That was the worst presidential debate I have ever seen in my life. A lot more heat than light over some 98 minutes.
All right.
Oh, man. That was all the memes jumbled into one.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was great, dude. I
wrote first. You guys are tuned in to Lyrical Fix Podcast, episode 57 with your host, Sade.
And Kid Pro.
So, yeah, I finished watching the debate today, and it was funny because as it's ending, I'm like, where do I even start? Like, I'm looking at my notes, looking at fucking Wallace. I'm like, where the fuck do I start? And then the comment, I forgot his name, the guy that I just had talking in the clip.
The moderator, Wallace.
Oh, that was Wallace.
Yeah,
no, for a second, like, his voice sounded different. So, yeah. So then I hear that, and then I'm just thinking, oh, because he's like, oh, well, where do we start?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about, I'm like, you know what? Let me get all these fucking memes. No. I thought, I'm like, I'm going to use this clip right here.
That was great.
And, thought about the memes.
Yeah, for people that don't see the episode, just hearing it, it was just a bunch of memes that were thrown out. Mm-hmm. Everything was funny because pretty much this was just a shouting match.
Yeah.
You know, and I know we're not a political podcast, but like this was something that everybody saw.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about it.
Everybody, the hip hop community, the non-hip hop community, everybody had to see what was going on. This is like the beginning of the end of the season finale of 2020. Mm-hmm. It ends with an election. This year could not be any crazier at this point.
No,
we don't know
not
what
at all.
the fuck's going on. It's October. We're in the fucking 10th month of the year. Nobody expected this shit. The craziest meme I've seen so far is like, no one in 2015 ever thought they'd be saying this when they were asked, "Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?"
No.
Like, nobody would have thought this shit. Come on, son. Like, no, I'm gonna be, pandemic. It's quarantine in the house. Just quarantining, losing weight. Picking up a new trade.
No, I don't.
Listening to WAP.
Well, excuse me.
Oh, here we go. Already it starts. By the way, shout out to Sade. She put in for the new table.
Oh yeah.
So we got a nice little table. We adding to the ambiance here. It feels a little more professional right now.
Yeah, something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the couch would work if we had a cameraman. Mm-hmm. It's such a fucking hassle not having one. Or like an intern or anything like that. But it works. I think the table just works because I liked how we did at like the venue where I do check it. I liked the setup there. So I was like, and then you mentioned the table. I'm like, yeah, let's bring that back. All right. So that fucking debate. Where do we start?
Well, let's just start with the fact that every other country must be laughing at us.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like, I get it. There's corrupt shit going on in every other country anyway, and there's leaders that aren't the best, model citizens. Mm-hmm. But as far as America goes, man,
it's rough. It's fucking rough.
It's not even on some pick the lesser two evil shit. This is like you're fucked. You're fucked regardless, but shit, what the fuck?
Side note: do you hear yourself more? I forgot to put in the volume up.
Oh yeah, I hear myself. Yeah,
you're good. Okay,
yeah, right is still fucked up, but whatever.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I don't.
Crazy.
Where do we start?
Yo, all right, fine. Like, they were just childish as fuck, going over each other. Trump will never let another motherfucker talk over him, no matter what.
No, and he's like, Wallace is trying to question him, and then I don't even hear myself at this point. I just realized that. Whatever, fuck it. So yeah, fucking Wallace is trying to ask him the next question, trying to move on. He's like, oh, well, he just made a statement. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
there's the 2 minute. He was explaining the rules too. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, there's the 2 minute section. You're gonna let him talk, and he's gonna say his point. Then you'll have your point. Mm-hmm. So they let Trump go first.
Yeah.
And Trump said his shit for 2 minutes, and of course Biden, being Biden, is like, I'm not gonna interrupt him. Let him talk his ass off. Let him lie, whatever.
Yeah.
And then when Biden has his 2 minutes, you would think he's not gonna say anything. But the second he says his thing and replies to whatever Trump said, Trump's gonna step in. Yeah. And obviously against the rules of a debate. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's a fucking president. I mean, obviously that guy was a terrible moderator. Let me just say that first and foremost.
Yeah,
Terrible moderator.
He wasn't great.
He didn't really hold it down.
I really wished we had Joe Rogan though. I really wish we had Joe Rogan.
I mean, just somebody that's gonna tell a motherfucker, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, let the other dude talk.
Yeah.
Like, it has to come to that. Like, he's like a little fucking kid. Mm-hmm. Like, this really was the equivalent of a kid right here. You know what I mean?
For sure. I really wish we had that shit. And then so then I'm trying to think of. So there's the football comment, right? There was a football comment. Shit, what was it?
He brought back football.
He's like, I brought back football. By the way, I brought back football. Like, Ohio and blah, 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 blah. Ohio's very, like, I'm very proud of that. I'm very, like, happy I made that move. Like, shut the fuck up.
This guy's all over the place.
That shit was insane. And, like, I laughed so fucking loud. And I was at work, too. People were looking at me like, the fuck? Trying to think of where to start.
No, I mean,
what next?
And on top of that, you know, he was doing his best dancing around the questions, like avoiding certain questions. Mm-hmm. You know, condemning the white supremacy. Yeah. The whole stand back and stand by, the Proud Boys.
Yeah, that one. That
was the biggest thing in the whole night.
All right, so then you have a clip about the white supremacists.
Yeah, this is the clip from the debate of Trump basically just the moderator asking him to condemn white supremacy and what he said.
Willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland.
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared to
do
specifically
that,
do it? Well, go ahead,
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. You want to call them? What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
white supremacists
and right
Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing.
That wasn't a right. That's not a white. Like not a white. I mean a right wing.
Not an organization.
You got it.
Not malicious. That's what his FBI. His FBI director.
No, you can leave it. Oh, it stopped. Okay.
Yeah, stop right there.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, for those who don't know, Antifa is an anti-fascist and left-wing protest movement that started because of the riots and all the bullshit that happened in Charlottesville. Well, it gained prominence, you know, from that white supremacy shit. Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. Yeah. So for him to bring that up, it's like, you didn't even answer the question, which is what he did for most of the night.
Didn't answer the question. Also deflected when said that it was coming from his end, coming from the right wing.
So much deflection. Ow, my God.
You went right into it.
I went right into it. Ow.
Yeah, a lot of deflection right there in that, saying that, well, let's, like, if you're going to talk about problems, let's talk about the ones coming from your end. Again,
so
Antifa.
Much deflection. It's so bad.
Like, and then he mentioned, which was very telling, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. So obviously, no one at the time really knew who Proud Boys were. Yeah. Like, I saw, like, around Twitter and everything online, people were asking, like, what's Proud Boys? Who's Proud Boys? You know, you look it up, it's like a Nazi group that had been involved in some of these rallies. And
but for him to name them,
to name them directly, he's like, who do you want me to name? And then the dudes did say Proud Boys. And then that's when Trump mentioned, like, Proud Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, the moderator did say that.
There was so much going on. You know how many times I've had to replay, like, whenever they're all talking at once, just to get something from them? No, I didn't. I'd missed that. I thought that was just Trump. Okay, so he did mention.
Yeah, he did mention that.
I mean, it's not just. It's, you know, it's KKK.
Because he was saying, like, who do you want me to refer to as? Because it's like he almost, like, who, like, it's.
You can literally just call them all out in one thing, like in one swooped, like, white supremacist.
Yeah, it's kind of like, now if we could use an analogy.
Analogy time. Oh, shit, I don't have the sparkles. Fuck. All right, sparkles. Okay, go.
So, him being asked that question is like when your girl asks you, "You been talking to that bitch?" And you don't want to say what names. Like, who I'm saying? Say your name. Say your name. You saying who? Well, that bitch. You been talking to that bitch? Say your name.
Oh my God. Pretty. Oh, no, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, but it's kind of what it felt like in that sense. It's like just saying, you know, who are you referring to?
Yeah.
Who are you referring to?
Oh my God, a fucking mess. No, that was like the insulin shit. Like, buying it like water or some bullshit.
Yo,
like
that was the other one. Oh, if I can find that clip. Oh, I wish I had that queued up.
So, but
Say-
but you did it good earlier. Just mimic him.
The insulin we have, it's like water. We have so much insulin, it's going to be like water out here.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
he
so
was like-
cheap.
It's going to be cheap.
Oh my god.
I'm going to get it at the cheapest price imaginable. We're going to make incredible strides with this insulin that we have. It's going to be top of the line.
He said, he's like, insulin. I'm getting it so cheap, it's like water. Like,
Going to get so cheap, it's like water.
it's a hot
Shitty
mess.
ass
And
accent.
and that was because
Impersonation.
come on, sorry. Because I was trying to break this down in like the segments that they were doing,
Yeah.
but it was so all over the place. The fact that like they're talking about one of them, what was it? They're talking about Obamacare and public insurance versus the private, if it's going to affect private insurance, like Biden's plan, and Trump just goes right in, you're the liar, graduated last in your class and not first in your class. And
Yeah.
just kept
Going
going.
at this guy, going at him. At one point, went at his son, too,
Yeah.
which has passed away.
Hunter,
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
yeah.
And then the other one had supposedly taken like $3.5 million.
Hunter's the same one. Hunter's the
Oh,
same
okay.
one that has that was doing coke and was getting money from the mayor of Moscow, and he just kept saying it. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, is Wallace gonna laugh? Like
Yeah.
what Biden was so fucking pissed, he was laughing most of the time. Like I could see, like he was trying to like.
Oh no,
all right,
there was one
don't
point.
don't take the bait. Don't take.
I don't know
the
if
bait.
you caught the point. There was one point where he did make Wallace laugh. I think the whole crowd would have laughed. Where he mentioned about having rallies,
Oh yeah.
and then he's like, well, Joe, there's not gonna be people your rallies because no one comes to him.
Yeah.
And then
And
the
nobody
moderator,
cares.
nobody cares. No one's
That
coming
shit
to a
was
Biden rally.
hilarious.
Who's coming? Who's going?
Oh, you got the mask is bigger than his face. That shit was great. What was it?
I think I got that too.
Oh, but there was one. Hold on. That it was the football. There was one when where Wallace, which I kind of wish that Joe Rogan did it, because it was moments where Wallace was actually kind of good, because he kept like, okay, well, you said this, but this.
Right, which is needed.
So he did it a few times, which is good. I wish he did it more, honestly. But let me see. There was his reasoning for ending the racial sensitivity shit was bullshit. He goes, I ended it because a lot of people were complaining that they were asked to do things they weren't that were absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, it's got
That if it that it was a radical revolution that was taking place in our military and our schools all over the place, and you know it, and so does everybody else.
It's a
So
myth.
racial insensitivity training is radical. Get the fuck out.
I got the one about the mask. You
Yeah,
wanna play
go
that
ahead.
one? Oh my god, that's
Masks are
Efficacy of
okay. You have to
masks?
understand, if you look, I mean, I have a mask right here. I put a mask on, when I think I need it. Tonight, as an example, everybody's had a test, and you've had social distancing and all of the things that you have to, but I
Just
wear
like your
masks
rallies.
when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from me, and he shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. I will say
Vice President Biden, go ahead, sir.
Look, the way to open businesses is give them the wherewithal to be able to open. We provided money. The
But
Congress.
I was asking you, sir, about masks.
Well, masks make a big difference. His own head of the CDC said if we just wore masks between now, everybody wore masks in social distance between now and January, we'd probably save up to 100,000 lives. It matters.
And they've also
Those
said
are
the
in there.
opposite.
Yeah.
They've also said
No,
the
no serious person said the opposite.
matters.
No
Well, look
serious
at
All right,
Dr.
I wanna
Fauci. Dr. Fauci said the
He did
opposite.
not. He's been totally irresponsible the way in which
What
he
was
has
it? But he was
handled
talking so much shit. And what was it when they were talking about COVID? He goes to Biden, "You don't have it in your blood. You wouldn't have done a great job. You would have lost far more people." Like,
look. I mean,
really?
look. Don't get me wrong. I understand how annoying it is to be wearing a mask in certain places. Like I had to go.
I
the
have
other
to work
night-
all day with one. Yeah.
Right. So my kid now is doing soccer again. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there on the field on practice, and where the coaches or parents have to wear masks while the kids don't have to.
Yeah.
So I'm out there, and I'm noticing like I'm starting to sweat.
Mm.
And then you wear these masks, like these masks, you start to kind of break out a little bit. So I'm like having to deal with that shit too.
Oh my God, remember when I had the herpes? No, it wasn't. It wasn't real herpes. I just broke out. I just broke out. I fucked up. I grabbed somebody else's mask, and I had 2 fucking big pimples. That was it.
Yo, all right.
That we
I
call
feel you
herpes.
because I'm kind of there, but I was going to say the H word. But I feel you,
So
my
you had,
nigga.
So you had herpes, mask herpes.
Kind of, in a way. Yeah. It's very annoying, very, very unpleasant. And so I get it. But the way he said that right there, he's like, you see this guy, he's got a mask everywhere. He could be 200 feet away. He's got the biggest mask you've ever seen. Like, for no reason at all, just going at this guy. No reason whatsoever.
No, not
just
at all.
amazing how much he goes at this guy and makes you feel like you're an idiot. Makes the public feel like... But there, at the same time, there is a big chunk of this public that feels like this mask shit is stupid.
Yeah, no, there is. I've seen videos of people like, not only like the supermarket videos, but there was this one video where this woman, like, where her phone is talking into her shit, and she's just like, my daughter's pregnant, and I can't even go in the appointment, like, and screaming, like, this is un-American. This is against my right to be with my fucking daughter.
The privilege
and where
is
this
ridiculous.
fucking, she's like, this fucking maxi pad. And yeah, shit, bugging. Like, people are like, it's just a
People are
mess.
wild.
Did you see though? I don't know the validity of it. What was it called? That COVID technically hasn't been proven to be airborne.
Hasn't been proven to be airborne?
Yeah.
No, I've not
Apparently,
seen
somebody from the CDC said it's not. They don't know for sure, but it was like a precaution.
it. Oh, is it like that thing I told you last week about that they said that masks are proven to work better than a vaccine?
Yeah.
I think I'd mentioned that to you.
Oh yeah, no, you did mention it. You
yeah,
did. Yeah.
like that's some other shit. Like, and that came from the CDC as well.
Damn, there was something that I wanted to talk about it was the economy thing. Oh, I found it. So throughout the whole thing, you know, like Trump's saying, like, you guys, like, you know, trashing obviously Biden, but also like his time with Obama, and then trashed Obamacare and all that good shit, and then, well, bad shit really. And then Wallace points out at one point, you talk about the economy booming. It turns out that in Obama's final 3 years as president, more jobs were created 1.5 million more jobs than in the first more than in the first 3 years of your presidency. Sorry, I got tongue tied.
Yeah. I remember he did say that, and you thought that that moment that Trump was gonna kind of get blindsided,
No.
but nah, he brought up like, well, Joe, let's talk about all the lives that you lost in the military.
Yeah,
They brought that up. Yeah, he kind of clapped back with that.
Yeah, because he was just like, oh well, like what? They had it easy because he almost agreed because he was trying to combat it, but then he's like, oh, like it was all the economy was all the way down here, but then he realized, oh wait, no. So what does he say? All you had to do was turn on the lights and pick up a lot. Oh, and it would pick up a lot. But they had the slowest economic recovery since 1929.
Right, yeah, and Biden was bringing out facts, and Trump wasn't trying to hear that shit.
No.
And when you're going against a guy like Trump, like, it doesn't matter what facts you bring to the table, he's going to find a way to spin it.
Fake news, blah blah blah.
Yeah, because that's what he does best.
Yeah.
And that's how he was able to win the first time with Hillary. Come on, because Hillary did some foul shit, and
Yeah.
Trump did too. And Trump, like, this was at a point where the women's movement was starting to, like, pick up. And what I mean by that is, like, the whole Me Too movement. Where, like,
Yeah, no, I remember
women are
that.
now being heard, women are now being given more chances at power, more equalities coming into play, as it
Yeah.
should be. So this whole grab her by the pussy type of shit, whatever that was going on with him, that he was caught on camera, like literally caught on camera saying this, recorded,
Fucking
and
idiot.
still beat out a woman that was running for president because of what she did was so.
And
it
also
wasn't
the
even
fact
as
that
bad.
She's a woman too.
I mean, you look at it, the email shit. Depending on how you see things, that was pretty fucked up. You hiding that from the country.
That was definitely fucked
But it was
up.
enough. But at a time with the whole, what I'm getting at is with the whole
Yeah.
women's movement happening, you would think that she could have pulled it off.
No.
And then it just didn't happen.
No. Because I think, do I 100% like or, you know, and trust Biden? No. No. And this is not, but you know what? Definitely don't like the devil that we're with right now.
Absolutely.
So,
And if you were waiting to see who you were going to vote for based on these debates, like, give it up.
you can't.
You can't.
It's just
It's such a waste
literally
right
a
now.
rock and a hard place.
I'm not
An
saying
orange
don't vote.
rock and a dumb birthplace.
And I would hate to
Makes
tell
sense.
anybody that's turning 18 this year that's getting the first chance to vote and wants to be a part of the whole process.
Yeah.
I would hate to tell them not to vote because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, as an American, it's one of the, you know.
I was so excited when I got to vote for Obama. That was
Word.
my first vote.
Word, absolutely. Yeah,
So
yeah.
fucking
Same here. Went
Yeah.
to the voting booth, did my thing, you know, and all that shit. Went there early.
Took
But-
selfies in the voting booth.
And, you know,
was
I put on the sticker.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I had the sticker, and then I also got a pin. But I think one of the guys, like, there, the old men were, like, flirting with me. He's like, "Do you want a pin?" I was like, "Yeah, I want a pin." I don't have no idea where that pin is at. It's like the little American flag thing. But,
You don't want
yeah.
that sticker, you want this pin.
I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
It was like right outside. And as I'm walking away, I'm like, "You fucking creep!" Mind you, this is a block away from like the campus.
That's
It was
that's some
like-
old man shit. That's a good line start, a little icebreaker. Take this pin, it'll last longer. You can keep this one around.
Oh my god, we have to laugh because we'll cry the way this fucking country
Yeah,
is going.
Again, because I don't want to convince an 18-year-old this year to not vote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, look what you got to vote for. And you don't want to waste your vote on a third party.
Yeah, no.
Because there's obviously no third party running at this moment that's going to make a difference.
I seen that they put, I think, no, there isn't. No, there was one where I think they were able to put on like some type of ballot, a third party, but then it wasn't like.
I mean, there still could be one
It
running.
wasn't like
but
all the states. So
Yeah.
I mean, there was one. I think it was a woman too. Yeah, it was a woman. I just don't remember from where.
Well, let's just
Yeah.
say if there is a third party, because there could be one and I just don't know. If there is one, it's not one that's popular enough right now that we know about it.
No, it didn't even make the.
And it's
tweets.
making a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now, it really just is Biden and Trump. That's it, 50-50.
Yeah.
One or the other. And you know what? I mean, yeah, Trump has done some fucked up shit. Looks like
Yeah.
a fucked up person. Definitely showing that he's a racist. And if he's not a racist, definitely showing that he has ties with racist groups.
I don't think he is.
I just think he has a lot of affiliations
Yeah,
with those people.
I think he is an opportunist.
Oh, okay.
I think he is.
I can see that too.
I mean, he's money. We all know he's money hungry.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things that it's like, all right, well, these are, you know, I don't really want to be like that smart because he's not intelligent. I don't think he's intelligent.
No.
So I just think it's like, well, these people are like, they're idiots. They'll fall for anything.
Yeah, if anything, he's a good talker.
Fuck minorities. Bam, I got money. That's all I got to do. Oh, okay. I just got to rally them up real quick.
Where we at time-wise?
I got a couple more minutes.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. No, yeah, I think, if anything, he's just a good talker at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Oh,
makes...
no, he definitely is a good
That's what gets
talker.
him by.
Yeah.
The fact that he can talk and the fact that he's just good somehow at negotiating and making deals.
Yeah. But he definitely targeted that group.
Yeah.
Because they're all simple-minded and fueled by hate. So he's going to target them to get what he wants.
He's got to play the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think he fucked any minorities? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, this is a business move because, I mean,
Yeah, it has
people
nothing to do with
forget
that.
before all this presidential shit, when he was a reality TV show star,
Mm-hmm.
the hip-hop community had no problem shouting him out,
Yeah.
taking pictures with him,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, mentioning him in rhymes. Like, it's we mentioned this before, too.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a very big history in hip-hop because he was that
Yeah.
status symbol
Yeah.
of like, yo, this guy made it from nothing to something to like,
Yeah.
he's in New York
His
with,
hotels have been in music videos.
right, they
Like,
filmed in front of him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
people mentioned like, yo, I want to have my own hotel with my name on it, my building with my name on it, like Trump.
Yeah.
That was the status symbol. That's what you wanted to be like. And
Yeah.
he would be the guy that like they want to have pictures. Like Diddy, like, yo, I got a picture with Trump.
Yeah.
So
It was one of those things. I just think that.
I think he was playing a side. I don't think
I
he
think
really
he's-
cares.
No,
I think
he's
his only
playing
color is
aside.
green.
Just like there was an old clip from like the 80s where they joked around and like, oh, would you ever run for president? And he's like, no, like if I would, I'd be Republican because they're all idiots.
Yeah, right. I remember him saying that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, like I think he's playing it off. He can get money from them, easily get their vote, and that's why he didn't want to condemn them because he loses that vote.
All right. Let's just say let's flip the coin on here.
Yeah.
Let's say that it is a business move, right? And he's
Mm-hmm.
not really racist at all, like we're saying. And let's say he played the other side and he became president for the left wing.
Yeah.
And he played into everything that Biden is. Would you buy that knowing what type of guy Trump is?
No.
So it makes more sense to be on the right
no,
and do the right values and to be the Christian side and kind of racist
And
in
he's
a way.
also a billionaire.
And he's a billionaire, so it only
Republicans
makes sense.
Love billionaires.
So
they
it-
want to remain billionaires.
In that sense, it only makes sense that you'd want to be on the Republican side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it. So if this is all a ruse, if this is all just a business move, and he's just playing these folks, these racist Christian folk, he's doing a great job of it.
No, he is. And then even with what's it called? That one comment where like Wallace had asked him like, "Oh, what makes you like people to trust you over the other opponent or whatever?" And he made a comment like, "Well, you know, I'm getting people out of jails." Oh no, it was a race. It was a race segment. And he brings up like, oh, you called them like savages or whatever bullshit that Biden apparently had said, and Biden's like, that's not true, I didn't say anything like that. He's like, I'm freeing people, I'm letting people go from jail, blah blah blah. And I'm just thinking like, keeping with Kardashians is a guilty pleasure of mine. And
I mean,
I know Kim.
He wasn't lying. I mean, he did
Kim
help
and Kanye
to get.
had to call you.
He did.
Kanye had to play that card for you.
He did help get people out of jail like
Yes,
that. So
but
he's not lying.
That was a selfish
True.
move, though.
Oh, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
He didn't start it.
It's all for clout.
It
It's all
was,
for clout.
yeah, Kanye had to fucking play up that whole thing. He said it. His team has said it. Like, no, Kanye was wearing the MAGA hat and did all that shit so Kim can easily get in there and get people out of jail.
Right.
And it's not just her. She has, like, a whole, like, I think a firm or a team of lawyers behind her helping her to do all this. But she's working with organizations to do it. But don't act like it was your idea.
Right.
You
Right.
saw an opportunity, because you're an opportunist, to make you look good. I'm freeing African Americans.
And you took advantage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's that. Like, well, as soon as he said it, that's when it was like, duh. And then I thought about the Republican comment, and I'm just like, okay, like this makes sense.
But let's not get it twisted. Do I think he's a little racist? Yes. Yes. I think he's a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't think enough to where it's like.
I don't. Yeah, it's not enough to like where he's a white supremacist. I don't think it's.
I
Like
think
that.
he's just very much affiliated with those groups.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't want to be, but at this point he doesn't care because all he sees is money and the bigger picture and
The
winning.
vote. Yeah.
That's it.
Because as long as he's in the House, like he's staying 4 more years, I don't have to like really do much.
He was talking like he's like, yeah, I'm going to be here for a long time. You know, I'm going to have time. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, that was
Like,
his
like-
response
like
actually
she's
to one of
gonna-
Biden's shits. He's like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have enough time to change it. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna be here. Don't worry.
Fucking mess. I can't.
Biden's like, I'm gonna have to fix this fence. Like, no, you won't. I'm gonna have time to fix it.
And then Biden. No, and okay, so I mean, these are 2 children fighting, but you know how like when there's 2 kids fighting, you always feel bad for one. I really did feel bad for Biden.
He was talking over him.
Because not only that, but then he does that like crest smile, like the Colgate shit.
He does have a good smile. I'll
You
say that
fucking
much.
asshole.
Yeah, I
like
did,
you
yeah.
just see it. Like he's just trying to not to, like I was talking about it with Juan, and Juan's like he just kept looking at the paper like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, he was trying not to take the bait.
And then he
was
did
trying
at
to
one
remain
point.
focused. Oh,
He
at
did catch
several
him.
points.
He said, "Will you shut up, man?"
Yeah, he was just like, oh, like stop yapping, man. Or he says that too.
Yeah, will you shut up,
Yo,
man?
you're the worst president ever. Like,
Yeah, straight up called him the worst. Yeah, liar.
Yeah, like liar. Like he took the bait, but there were times where in the beginning, he was really trying not to.
Everything this man says is a lie. Yo, just to say that
Like I'm watching and I'm like, stay strong.
in a public forum, to say everything this man says is a lie.
And I know of Biden's shit, so it's not like, again, it's not that I 100% am for him at all. But I did still because we remember we had like to start over and shit like that.
Oh, do we? What is the time now? Do we know? I didn't.
20 something.
Oh, cool. I'm my bad.
So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, you're good. So fuck. I forgot. I really forgot. What was it? Oh yeah. So you see, like, not that I'm for him, but I definitely just felt like, don't take it.
Yeah.
I'm looking into I was like, don't take it. Don't take it. No, you're taking it.
You're taking the bait.
No, don't do it. I'm like, I've been there, man. Just ignore the bait. Just ignore it.
Yo, he is a
Ignore
world class
the jabs.
instigator. World class.
Trump
Troll like a motherfucker.
Thought Rainbow Man was bad.
And Biden was regularly known, like, through the Obama terms as like the cool guy.
Yeah.
Like whenever they had little skits and shit, he'd
We
like have
all-
sunglasses on. He was like the guy you'd want to have a beer with.
Yeah, I loved Biden.
Yeah, like,
and then I found out more shit about him. I was like,
right, exactly.
And just another skeevy
But he
old
hit
white
it
man.
well. He hit it well.
No,
I
he
will
really
say.
did.
To the
He
casual
really did.
person that doesn't follow politics, you would have been like, "Yo, I'll watch the game and have a beer with that guy. He seems cool."
Because regardless, it's not like I didn't really. I mean, I did my research, but I will say, I mean, the first term I couldn't really vote. I was 16, but by the time the next one rolled in, I'm like, I'm voting for Obama because it was just like. We all loved Obama, and it's a fucking, why wouldn't I want a black man in the fucking office? Like,
Right.
yeah. Like, I mean, the people he ran against was horrible. But Biden, I didn't really look into. I mean, the VP, nobody really looks into. I mean,
You don't.
People kind of do, especially if you're in that, industry, or not industry, but, in that thing. Like, you have to look into it, but I didn't really do it, and I liked him. Up until recently.
Yeah, until I found out the stuff that he was involved in. Yeah. Like all those people just ran together, like the Clintons and them and shit. Like it's nasty stuff.
Just another sick old white man, but this is what we have.
This is what we have. It was just two old white men. But I wanted entertainment and I got it. It was just, but by the end of it, I felt like disgusted.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
And then I also thought about, like, damn, like, why can't we have not even like another black man, just another like good president?
Yeah.
Like, why can't we?
This was the equivalent to having sex with an ugly girl. Like you're expecting a good time, but then as soon as it's done, it's like, what was I doing with myself?
An ugly, smelly girl.
Probably, yeah, that too. Just reeking of BO and things of that nature.
Anyway, but yeah, it was. But then I also thought about okay, so Daniel Cameron from the whole Breonna Taylor shit that we never got to talk about that, but you know about him, right?
Daniel Cameron is the politician.
Yeah. The one that took
Oh,
forever
district attorney?
finally- Yes.
Yes.
Or AG or
Attorney General?
Yeah, Attorney General.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what's the G for? Yeah, Attorney General. So he did some bullshit. He even recently had copped to not charging properly for Breonna's thing or whatever.
Right.
But I thought about it. I'm like, if he were to run for president, whatever case, just a scenario. I'm like, yeah, I think I would hopefully just go for the the white guy. I don't know.
Oh,
if I
in
could
that
vote for
case,
him.
yeah. I mean, because now you know his history, so it's going to be reminded. It's going to be reminded whenever he tries to run for anything else, because I assume he'll try to.
Mm-hmm.
This
Obama
was the
had
guy.
a good history, so it wasn't like.
Well, we didn't know shit about Obama. He was the senator in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody knew about him.
Yeah, but it was all smear campaign, his name that. Oh no, wait, no, his name came in after, right?
What?
There were issues with Obama's name after the fact.
Oh, because they found out that his middle name was Hussein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And they found out that he's is he Muslim? Oh, he's not really from or born in America. They
Yeah.
wanted to get his birth papers.
Fucking.
There's a smear campaign to make him think that he was Muslim.
Yeah.
There was that picture he took when he went to country and he was wearing the Muslim garb.
Yeah.
So that picture was spread around. Like, oh, look at this guy. He's been a terrorist the whole time.
That's like me. It's like her name's not Spanish.
See what I mean?
Not at all.
So you got
Not at all. It's actually French.
Of course, any stereotypical red-blooded American is gonna hear the name Barack Hussein Obama and freak out.
Oh yeah, of course.
I get it. You have to kind of understand how those people think.
Yeah, but this is a fucking mess.
No, it's a mess. It's a goddamn mess.
I just wonder what's gonna happen. We're gonna close this debate out, but I just wonder what's gonna happen with Trump after. The tax return, the 750 whatever, and he refuses to show his tax return.
He doesn't.
He's like millions, and then talks about how his son, how Biden's son was like, oh, well, he was getting 100,000 a month from the mayor of Moscow's, the wife of the mayor of Moscow.
I mean, it's a lot of shit. I mean, I don't know too much about how these businesses work, but there's a reason why Amazon makes a lot of money and goes through a lot of loopholes to do this shit. But when motherfuckers like these are reporting more losses than profit and still coming out with money,
yeah,
you know something's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just me knowing the basic details about this shit.
Oh no, 1,000%.
Yeah.
It was just funny to me. Like that was him deflecting again.
Oh, again, absolutely. Because when you paying only what, $750?
He said yeah, it was $750.
$750.
$745, whatever.
So when someone like that is only paying $750 in taxes, obviously it's going to raise eyebrows.
That's like a little bit more than me. And I have to pay taxes.
Yeah. For a man who's had so many businesses, is so famous, you would expect, come on, $750 is a little bit far-fetched.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
insane.
it's wild. Yeah.
Because fucking, what's it called? The fuck was I going to say? And then it's millions. Millions, I paid millions.
Man,
We'll show it. I'll show you. What is that? He's like, you'll get to see it when it's done. That's what he said.
Yeah, when it's, yeah. What the fuck does that mean?
Just like.
What the fuck is you talking about when it's done?
Mind you, I think it was a couple days prior to the debate or the day before, Biden submitted his tax returns. Just so, like, yeah. Just so if he said, well, let's see yours. Well, Wallace has it. Or something.
Wallace has them right there.
Wallace, you have it?
Oh, yeah?
shit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're going to take a break real quick
Yeah.
and then get into more shit.
All right, and we back. All right, off that debate talk, which was pretty fun. Two grown-ass white men talking like little kids, arguing
Yeah.
back and forth. But off that bullshit and on to some other bullshit.
Yeah.
Our least favorite Canadian rapper, I guess we could say, yeah,
Daystar.
dropped Daystar,
Yeah.
Tory Lanez. Now, we just saw, for like our live reaction segment, we saw the video for, what was the name of the song, Most High?
Yeah, Most High.
Most High. I will say, as far as videos go, nicely directed video.
Yeah.
I saw that, I forgot who directed it, but Tory actually edited it too. I guess that's cool. Me being like into the whole editing thing, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
As far as the songs and his ability, like I never denied that he wasn't a great rapper. You know what I mean? Had it not been for what was going on, pretty good fucking rapping. I
Yeah.
will say that. Beat was dope. But knowing what went on, man.
It's just, yeah. And like the jabs he threw and just talking about it and just the court scene, like I walk away. I walk away free because I'm innocent. It's just, yeah.
Bro, you gaslighting like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, if he was like this whole album and I didn't hear it, I wasn't really going to like watch any videos, listen to any music.
Right.
But we needed something to react off to, and this kind of fit in with the topic anyway.
Yeah.
But I did get like, I looked up like the articles and shit on Tory. And so not only this one, but Money Over Fallouts is where he really goes in. Can't Cry Now, I'm Gonna Laugh Later. Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on the affidavit knowing I didn't do it. And then goes on to, let me see.
I'm coming at my truest.
Yeah. And goes on to, don't forget you was my bitch. I held it down and kept it real. I would never paint no fake pictures of you just for some mills. And I thought that you were solid too. But look at how you're doing me.
Look at you, how you doing me, people trying to ruin me.
Yeah. And then the next one is, how the fuck you get shot in your foot? Don't hit no bones or tendons. And then, yeah.
And then he posts a story saying, I will prevail and rise to greatness.
Yeah. The long one that, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a huge, I didn't even finish reading it. I just saw that part and I just wrote it
Bunch
down.
of shit. Yeah, man. Now, of course, I just feel like if there really was something going on, I feel like you should have said it already. Now, granted, I've learned enough in the past couple weeks based on news that comes out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you and me react a little too early without knowing the whole information.
Yeah.
Which is normal, because
Sometimes like we're like, okay, we have to wait.
Yeah, we're on the outside looking in. And we kind of need something to talk about. So we'll say something one week, and then the next week we'll get a new piece of information.
Yeah.
Turns out like, oh shit, we were kind of wrong.
Yeah.
And then you got to backtrack. I'm like, all right, I got to take that one back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple of times.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things now. It's just like, yeah, because that's one of the things we did question too. It's like, how you get shot in your foot and you don't break no bones or nothing.
And it was like maybe 2 days later that's when she released the pictures, I think it was, or like within the next week. I remember the next episode where I'm like, did you see the video? I mean the picture?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to see it. I think, did you see it though?
And then we saw also I don't know if the video from I don't even know whose security cam of her coming out of the car.
No, that we had seen. That was like the first thing that was out.
And then like,
well, right after like news that she got shot.
It was shitty quality too, but like you see blood.
You do see the blood.
But then it's like also nighttime, and the only light really is from the cop lights that are out of frame.
Yeah, because I mean, I know she got shot. It was just weird that you get shot on your foot, and yes, it doesn't hit a bone or a tendon. That is a little weird.
Makes no sense to me.
It's still, I'm sorry, it still makes no sense. It still
makes no sense.
But at the same time, as if you're the person accused of doing this, I don't think it's wise to make an album about it and talk about it for half the fucking album.
Right, because now he's putting out
according to people I haven't heard it yet.
He's putting out this narrative that he's being framed.
Yeah. So let me see.
Which also,
so I went through Hip Hop DX for like all this info, and what was it? Let me see. So apparently there was a suggested smear campaign against. Well, first this is one of them. I heard about two.
Okay.
This is one of them against Meg, with fake emails to platforms to sway journalists into writing negative stories about Meg and Rock Nation. And Hip Hop DX confirmed that there was an email created for accusing Rock Nation, encouraging Live nightclub or Live, I always forget how to say it, to sue Lanes for an alleged beatdown in Miami, which I remember when that happened. That was like early, like that was around November, December. And then the other one that I heard, I didn't put it down in the notes. The other one that I heard was that it was all a smear campaign against Tory, because right after, like, he just went independent.
Got his master's.
Yeah. So it was a smear campaign so he would lose the money.
Right.
And it'd be all for, like, not. So.
Okay, that right there, I mean, when you put that type of shit out, it's like, now I gotta think about it. I'm like, yo, could that happen? Absolutely. Could it look so bad? Like, in that situation, let's just say, you're in a car, and, yeah, the bodyguard isn't there.
Yeah.
So it even looks even more plausible that, like, yo, this guy was drunk and shot at a woman.
Yeah.
To make him look bad. Yeah, could that be set up? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that.
It does. It
does seem plausible.
Yes, it does seem plausible.
Especially when you figure out, yo, this dude just went independent, just was able to get his masters from his record label. He's now able to do whatever he wants and move freely. Why wouldn't the people that used to fuck with him?
Are you good? Sorry, I just moved the mic.
Sorry. Why wouldn't the people that used to fuck with him want to get back at him? Like, we've heard these types of stories before.
Yeah.
Like, this is nothing new. So it's like, damn, man. Like, could that be it now? Could this nigga really be played and Meg was just being used as a pawn the whole time? And what does Kylie Jenner have to do with it being in the car?
Well, sorry. And then his father spoke to Complex, I think, Sunstar. I just don't see it. Let me see. Yeah. So Tory's father speaks out, stating that this isn't a Megan and Tory. Like, it was this whole fucking, like, long ass interview, but it wasn't a Megan and Tory thing. And then quote, this is an industry. This is the industry trying to tear down Tory, and that he will not back down.
Look, man, it can happen, man. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff. I'm not seen, but I've heard crazy stuff, and it's this kind of stuff you can kind of picture in your head, like.
Well, this industry is fucking sick.
This industry is sick. So, I mean, why can't somebody be used as a pawn and that be put in there and make it look like something? Because no matter what, with that footage, no matter what this nigga says, there's nothing you could say that's going to reverse what happens now.
No.
So even if they go to trial, somehow Tory's able to magically make footage appear that was in the car, make it look like this was fake, or some recording was there, or somehow it's found out that this was all planted. Yeah. The damage has already been done to his reputation. Yeah. So no matter what, he has to, like, to build himself up now, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, you're already seen as that. This is like, you're pretty low. Yeah. Like, this is almost like child molester, like, type level.
It's not as close, but it's close enough.
But enough to get you shunned.
Yeah. Because, so, and it's weird because you see, if this was the time, I think it's because the time that we're in, this is what they're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
almost
convenient too.
Yeah, because, like, look at, like, Dre. Dre used to beat on women. Like, it's a known fact. So, but that didn't really sway anybody. That wasn't really used again. Well, I mean,
also, there's no footage.
There's no footage. Right.
Footage changes the story a lot because
It
motherfuckers
does.
could say you did shit.
Technically, there's no footage. Technically, no, that was his car. Yeah, no, there's kind of footage.
Unless there's actual footage of you like doing that shit to somebody, like people don't care. That's what I've learned.
I mean, like the football players, I can't really name them. There's a few of them that like on tape beating. Yeah.
I don't know when Ray Rice did that to his wife. Like
Ray Rice. Yeah, I'm like Rice something. I can't remember.
Like because people knew about it. Like right, like they knew the story was out and it wasn't that big of a deal. NFL didn't really respond, but when the video came out,
you can't like
because now you got parents on Twitter that like bought their kids that guy's
was,
jersey.
Like, hard facts.
Yeah.
Where you can't really. But my thing is, how in the fucking world, like who shot her then? She clearly was shot.
Well,
So
was
who
she
did
shot?
it? Or maybe stabbed.
That's what I'm saying. What exactly?
Well, I didn't see the gun wound. Do you saw it?
That's the thing. If they take a picture and they post it, can it not be doctored? Can it not just make it look like?
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's
You're
like we're going off of like what one random post that we saw on a platform that we have to take as fact or fiction, what they posted. We weren't in the room. We don't have direct connection with those people that were involved or their friends or family.
Yeah.
We're going off of what was seen online. So at the end of the day, we're going off of that and we're making our own narrative of the whole thing and whatever is written in the caption. So could that be doctored? Yes. Could this all be a conspiracy to get at Tory because he's now independent and no labels are able to make any money off him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because this is fresh off. I mean, it's not really that fresh off, but like the whole R. Kelly shit. That was going on for years, but it being like really talked about in the public, him being arrested and all this shit. His like, I guess, sex slaves or girlfriends or whatever the fuck you want to call them, them finally speaking out and, you know, getting out of the brainwashing shit. I guess right after that, not comparing them at all. They're not, I mean, I kind of am, but it just seems weird how some people are more accepting of the R. Kelly thing than Tory. Are you finding that?
Even though there's evidence against R. Kelly,
yeah,
pure factual evidence.
Oh yeah, no, there's more evidence against R. Kelly than Tory, but there's more. It just seems
there's more backlash at Tory than there's R. Kelly.
Yeah,
maybe because who Tory did it to.
True.
Yeah, and also, if R.
speak
Kelly
out,
did that
like,
today, I think it would be just as bad.
Yeah,
because it was a time period.
True.
Black women weren't like put on a pedestal as much as they are nowadays.
True, but then everything coming out, it's like, how do you ignore that?
I don't know.
But it could be just the person. Yeah.
If it, like I said, if it came out this year, even if it was old videos still, but if it all came out this year, it would have been a hell of a lot more worse for him. But then again, he's in jail. Like it's as bad as it can be.
No, it's not.
What?
He's a lot worse.
He's in jail and he almost got stabbed. Like that, someone tried to.
It could get worse. He could just be dead. And I could
okay. Well, in that sense, yeah.
But no, like, what is it called? Oh no. To get off Tory for a second, I did see something about R. Kelly. Apparently, he is terrified for his life.
Right, because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like super, and he's paranoid. Paranoid about everything.
And then I wasn't even sure about who did it, and then the guy stepped up, and it was like a side-to-side picture, and the dude just has mad tats all over him, bald.
Yeah.
I'm like, if that's who tried to kill him, yeah, I can see that.
It's probably somebody who has daughters. Yeah.
Well, definitely look like a gang member.
Or somebody who got paid for that. Paid to
Possibly
do that.
too. That as well.
And you know damn well the CEOs don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I know if he. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say a name. I know if he was at a jail where like my friend works at. Yeah. No fucks would be given. Yeah. You just be like, my friend, like, look the other way, probably.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy though, man. Like, I gotta say, like, and it's just, you know, I don't put it past the industry to do some fuck shit like this.
Yeah.
You know, like.
No, I don't, and that was Tory's father's point. It's like we've seen this industry tear down black men for decades, kind of thing.
On the other end, I can see a man just deny. I can see that.
R. Kelly denied, and probably I think he's still denying.
Right, so I can see that. But it's like, it's almost like Tory's about to double down. And it might be one of those things where it's like, I'm going to speak my truth and the industry will shun me and then this will be it forever. But at least I spoke my truth. Yeah. Type thing.
I guess. I don't know. I think he's going to keep doing the innocent thing. Whether he's innocent or not, I have no clue. But I think he's going to keep pushing that.
Do you feel like if, let's say tomorrow, if he just put out an apology and be like, you know what, I did do it, and then take some time off, you think he'll be accepted if he comes back like a year, 2 years from now?
I think it would have to take more time. More time, I think. Yeah, for sure. And then it's crazy because apparently, so what was it? I think you mentioned it last week, or I don't know if it was on air or off air, the text message or something, or DM to Meg.
Yeah, saying that he was drunk.
Yeah, that he was drunk.
So
then go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, and then somebody said apparently there is a voicemail from Tory apologizing about it.
I would have to hear that, because then that would prove that he had.
Yet. But that's
that
the
he did
bullshit. It hasn't leaked yet.
It hasn't leaked yet.
No.
And the text message could also be doctored. We don't know if that's from Tory or not.
Mm-hmm.
That could easily be just anybody.
It could, yeah.
You can make that shit up yourself right now.
I could change your name to Tory, and all
and
of a sudden
type that
I'm
in.
having daily conversations with Tory.
Send that over to the Shade Room, and apparently makes sense. Yeah, so like,
damn.
So what are we even doing here?
Who do we trust?
Who to trust? I need
Can
to
I
see.
trust you?
I got to hear visual audio evidence that he said this shit, because then that proves that he was involved and he did something.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't come out, it's like, yo,
it's just weird. And then you know how like there was like Meg had a friend there too. So apparently there's also, she's getting some backlash for being quiet this whole time.
right? And then there's they've unfollowed each other or some shit like.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
I didn't really
all
look into that, but I
shady.
seen some other shit where it's like it's another friend of Meg, or maybe another artist of Meg, saying like, if you're like you supposed friend, blah blah blah, you're keeping your mouth shut, like why are you staying silent, hold this and that. And then that is where I think the voicemail came into play, but hasn't leaked yet.
See, in this
It's
whole thing,
very
I'm kind of glad that we were talking on this end about it, because I didn't want it to seem like we were just talking about some gossip, because now it's turned into some like industry shit.
Yeah, no, but that's why I waited so long.
Yeah.
It's like when it first happened, I was like, you know what, I'd rather wait.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, yeah, we did say like the whole foot thing, and but I'd rather just like, I don't want to talk about it every episode, but little facts. Like, no, let's wait and see how it fucking plays out.
Oh yeah, it kind of went into the other thing that was mentioned on that you had showed me, that was talked about on Everyday Struggle.
Oh yeah, so what we're talking about, like the smear campaign against Tory. So now, and it makes sense. Like if it was a smear campaign, it makes sense, because if they're trying to devalue him as a person, doing all of this crazy shit, and the industry's trying to tear him down, the one thing that would hit, I mean, you can't hit a tour because you can't tour right now, but you would hit the DSPs. And he just went #1 on Apple, and yet, well, I think the whole album did, and yet it's not featured as new music.
Yeah,
I didn't get a notification for it.
I remember this was mentioned before with R. Kelly, like R. Kelly like not being played on Spotify and shit. Like there was this was a thing earlier. I don't know if it was this year or last year. Like when the R. Kelly stuff was first going on, and like
it was
Spotify,
like last year.
Yeah,
It was last year.
Spotify, again, major
Yeah.
platform, major DSP decided not to play his music. Like, yeah, this is the same shit, and they were basically arguing. I got the clip right here from Academics
ready?
page. Yeah,
Oh, let me just hold on.
I didn't change the audio level, volume level.
No, you can go ahead.
All right.
The moment where like
just lower the volume.
DSPs really start blackballing and really start trying to keep certain artists out for their behavior, I feel like that's when DSP takes the turn and feels like radio. Like, granted, like, I understand the 6ix9ine thing, but in the same breath, it's like, he cooperated. Like, when did DSPs punish you for cooperating with the government? Why are they getting involved in, street code and street things? And I don't know, it's just a little weird to me.
DSP's jobs should not be to have that moral compass. It's to be a distribution point for the music, nothing else. In everything I do, I always say, just tell me the rule and make sure, even if it applies with me first, make sure you apply to everybody else. Spotify tried that approach where they were like, hey, listen, let's just be uniform across the board. It's easier to pick on one artist than it is to pick on a bunch. Once it took a couple of artists off that really mattered, the label starts saying, well, slow down, buddy. We own you. You're not doing that.
Yeah. No lies there. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then, because that's the thing. Like, when I found the video, it was in an article, and they were saying how he's getting no radio play, and not really. I mean, yeah, it's on DSPs, but you're looking it up. Like, he's not featured or anything. And while radio has always been affected by, you know, payola or like how they feel about the person and shit like that, DSPs, should they?
No, DSP
should they be
with radio?
impartial?
Radio, I agree, because you have program directors. Like, so let's say Hot 97,
Those
Ebro.
actual people.
Yeah, Ebro is the program director. He's gonna want to play people that he likes and respects. You know, even if they're a hit or not, he doesn't care. But if it's for a DSP, they're a platform that distributes your music. Like, they shouldn't have any rules. It should be straight across the board for anyone.
Yeah.
For everybody. So I agree with what Axe said there, which is very rare, but I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
His music should still be available. It's whether or not you want to go listen to it, that's your problem. But it's kind of like it's free speech.
Yeah.
Everybody should, regardless of what you say, you should be allowed the right to say it.
Oh no, of course.
So this is with DSPs. You should be allowed the right to have your music up there if you pay for it, the service. That's what it's there for. There's no rules saying that, just because I shot a woman, I'm no longer allowed to have my music played.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not a rule.
No.
So it's up to the people to decide whether or not they want to listen.
Yeah,
You shouldn't take them off.
No,
Absolutely, shouldn't take them off.
No, they should be impartial to it. And it's funny because what is it called? In the comments, like you just said something, and like besides like the Russ comment, there was another comment, was like several. Finally, Ack is making a good point.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that video and the other video I forgot. It's along the same lines. It's just like the discussion continued.
Yeah, it comes down to fairness for everybody.
But yeah, it should be fair.
Yeah.
It should be. I mean, not for not like Tory. Yeah, but we don't even know. We don't know like factual. I mean, we don't know facts. We don't know all this bullshit. It's insane. Regardless, I mean, I kind of think Tory shot her at this point.
I want to say, believe me, I do, and I was one of the people that stepped out and was mad at him. I'm like, yo, fuck this nigga, like, what's going on? But when you hear about this stuff, and it's like, you think about it another way, because I was so blinded by what was going on, and I wouldn't say Meg's a liar either, but I feel like there's something else to this story.
Yeah, there's something that's not. It does seem like that.
That
Something
just doesn't make sense.
It's something. It just doesn't make sense. But it's funny because I mean, I think no matter what, like I'm gonna take the side of Meg.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Black women have always been like torn down, and especially in this industry, it's been like fucking mess. So I don't want to make it seem that I think she's lying or anything. It just seems there's a piece missing.
And if she is, what does she have to gain?
Actually, a lot.
Well, unless, all right, let's just say on the other side of the conspiracy, if the label that Tory fucked over with the whole Masters thing came at Meg or came at Meg's people and offered something, this is just, me just putting shit out there. I could see that being something where like Meg could take the bait, and like who would disagree with Meg at this point? If we set it up perfectly to make it look like Tory was the bad guy in the situation, who's going to disagree with the black woman at this day and age?
And not, that and Meg has just been like, she's slowly becoming a household name.
My mind is fucking blown right now with just like the possibility of what could be.
I know.
It's crazy.
But like she could be, she is almost a household name. I wouldn't say like 100% there.
Well, I mean, when you got a number one record, you're a household name.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
number one
thinking
record in the
about
country.
it. I'm like, yeah.
WAP,
Okay, yeah,
everybody
so
knows
she
about
is.
WAP.
No, before WAP though.
Oh, I mean, before WAP, you had Savage.
No, but it's not like just the music. Like she became like a character. She became a personality. So I think, in that sense, okay. Because I'm like, she was almost there. No, because I'm also thinking about like Will. Like Will's a household name. Yeah. Like,
okay. Yeah.
I'm saying when I say household, I'm thinking like super prestigious.
Well, like the next female hip hop household name after Cardi.
Sure.
Meg was that.
Yeah. Like she's like right there, like I think maybe like a year away from everybody fucking knowing her.
And then her doing the song with Cardi added to that.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, if you're with Cardi, we already love Cardi as it is. So why not make it happen?
I think,
which off topic is a great move for Cardi, like in the whole scheme of this thing, great move for Cardi career wise to do a track with her.
Oh yeah, no. Besides all this bullshit, because this was recorded and done like way before she got shot. Yeah, exactly. It was a good move, but I'm just trying to think. Fuck, I don't know. Continue. I forgot the fuck I was gonna say.
No, I mean just the whole fact that this could be a conspiracy, like, isn't that far fetched? It really isn't. And that's
It's
what makes
not
me
on
think,
both ends.
because it's like unless there's like concrete evidence that this dude really shot her, because we see her coming out of the car, we see her like when it looks like blood is dripping from her foot,
Yeah.
but at the same time it's like,
There's also like one or two other people.
and
in
then
the
we
car.
know, I think Kylie was in the car.
No,
Kylie was in the car, but she was in the area, or it was on College
were-
Street or something like that.
I think this is when after they left.
So Tori, Meg's friend,
Yeah,
no
this is after
bodyguard
they left.
for whatever reason, no bodyguard.
Because I guess I guess they had a thing.
Fishy.
Because I know
yeah,
he's
'cause they
talking
had a
about
thing.
like how he's still in love with her, he wants her back or some shit like that. And then
Weird.
what was it? So reactions. I haven't come across anybody who was for Tory besides his father. Anybody who was backing him up. A lot of reactions. So like Halsey, whatever her name is, the white girl that was
Halsey?
with- yeah, there you go. Her response to it going number one, I'm sorry, but I really can't believe whoever is listening to this and letting this man speak on and profit off his violence towards someone we know and love.
Oh, it's the shock value.
So this is pretty much what we were talking about with the household name thing.
Yeah, it's this fucking shock value. It's
Yeah.
that people want to listen to that shit.
And then Bun B, who he had dissed along with like Maul, Rick Ross. I didn't even know he dissed him.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if he dissed Royce, but Royce had made a comment like everybody else. So Bun B had posted, first Daniel Cameron gives that bullshit decision about Breonna Taylor's murders. Now Tory Lanez makes a diss record about Megan after he shot her. Black men, we got to do better.
Yeah.
Royce goes, boy, you gotta. Oh,
You
you
out
out
of
of
your
your
little-
little. Wait, you gotta do.
Yeah. Boy, you out of your little Canadian
I
mind.
heard it in his voice.
Too talented for stupidity.
And then Rick Ross, and again, exact quote. I didn't even know it was a video. I just
That was
seen
a
the
poor
tweet
decision.
of it. Yeah, poor decision. Yeah, that was it. It's fucking insane.
But when he did it, he was fucking posing in front of some Bel Air
Oh,
rosé bottles. I'm like, bro, you could have gone about this so much better. Then he
Like
did
this.
another video after
This
he
ain't the
responded.
way. I don't have
Yeah.
another bottle with me. but,
Product
like,
placement like a motherfucker. And then Tory responded in a tweet, and then Ross talked again. He's like, my man, I didn't expect you to respond so fast, so quickly, so swiftly. He did it while he was talking outside, doing laps around his driveway.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, you shouldn't do that to the black
So
woman.
cute. Sorry.
Which, I mean, it was cool. It was just a bunch of back and forth, but a lot of artists, spoke out,
Yeah.
as they should. Apparently, not apparently, as they should, obviously.
No, but and like there's a lot of like
something to read
regular
through.
people too.
Yeah, oh no, everybody has something to say about this. But again, because we're led to believe that this dude really did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, and again, I'm not defending the guy. I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying, knowing what he's been going through recently, this whole talk about masters and how these companies don't want us to own our shit.
Seems a little fishy.
It seems fishy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not defending the guy. I'm not saying Meg's a liar. I'm just saying there are ways that these things can be planted, and people have to agree to certain things that they don't want to agree to in order to further their career or to not have it sabotaged.
Yeah.
And they might have to do shit that they don't want to do.
Yeah. And then because I thought like the smear campaign, like Joe has that smear campaign against him, how it was like back to back the dog. No, wait, first it was Tahiri, then the dog, then Sin. I'm surprised there's nothing else. I guess they were just like, the mice. There's too many mice.
Oh, there was a whole bunch of shit. They were trying to find every little thing. They were trying to get dirt from every woman that's been in Joe's
Yeah,
past.
but his fan base are writers. So, I mean, it's not going to really do much.
It's just so much corrupt shit. Like, and I didn't want to say it because I don't want to give it away, but there's a show I'm watching right now on Amazon, The Boys. Have you
I
seen
haven't
it?
started it yet, but I know who's going to be on the new season. Sorry, continue. Okay, so I'll just say it. So, you know how Supernatural's... Do you watch Supernatural?
No.
I forgot it.
Is one of that dudes going to be on it, though?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I was really excited about it.
All right,
Whatever, womp.
Well, basically, the show
Yeah, go.
the show has to do with corrupt industry.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and even though it's on a different scale, like the Boys, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but this has to do with superheroes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it has to do with superheroes and privatizing superheroes.
Yeah.
Like making a business out of superheroes with merchandising, licensing, exclusivity contracts.
So it's literally like if I mean, it's a generic like Flash and like say if it's a generic Iron Man, but he's literally like you're seeing how Marvel like that's kind of the preface.
Well, let's
right?
just say that Shield is a multi-billion-dollar company, and
It's
what
Marvel.
they do,
Yeah.
but what they do is they sell a superhero to a city that's has like a high crime rate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
like
have
that.
to
I'm
start
giving an
watching it.
example. So let's just say like Shield is a worldwide company, like a conglomerate, and they sell Batman to basically take over Jersey.
Yeah.
So he is the superhero stationed in there. He can have his own other superheroes or whatever.
Oh shit.
And the state of Jersey is paying Batman, or paying the company Shield, $300 million for a 3-year exclusive contract.
Shit.
Now, on top of that, Batman gets merchandising points, movie deals,
Yeah.
all the shit that comes from people buying his merch and all this stuff, and him doing public appearances and helping people in social media posts. So imagine how it's a music industry.
Yeah.
It gets corrupt. There's a lot of shady shit that goes on in the back. That is what that show's about. So that's what I'm seeing. So now what I'm getting at is
Oh, I can't wait to watch.
exactly what I'm getting
Yeah.
at is it's not that far-fetched that an industry that has so much money and resources can't create these types of scenarios to make someone that goes against the system look
It's not at
bad.
all. Yeah.
I'm-
I mean, it's happened.
It's happened
Thousands.
already. We
and
know
that was
this shit
that
happens.
was his father's point.
Yeah.
Like we've seen this happen.
So
I
it's
mean,
like,
not
damn, bro.
some not so like, I guess explicit or like not so like in your face as Joe Budden's smear campaign. That was very. in
But
your
after a
face.
while, it's just like when it's so soon after some news is
Yeah,
made,
it's
it's
like-
like, come on, bro.
Time it out. That wasn't even like a week after.
Read the room.
Seriously, and I don't think that was a week after. Like he was just like, all right, fuck this. Like no, fuck your shit, and then went public about it.
And he
about
went
the
hard
contract.
talking shit about Spotify too. Like he went hard.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, pause, but he did go.
And he's like, oh, it's my ranting voice. I'm not ranting though.
See, I was so funny hearing him say, "We 3 more weeks left on this godforsaken platform." Every time he said that shit was funny as fuck. But yeah, bro, I'm not surprised at this at all. And you know what? The crazy thing is, we'll never find out the truth.
No, what's funny? I think like in a few years we will.
And at that point, it won't
Honestly.
matter anymore.
I feel like
'Cause what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see something and I'm gonna call you or you're gonna call me and be like, we fucking knew it. It's gonna be
unless-
like instant.
Unless it's like in the movies where you have like a recorded conversation of the CEO of the record label saying, "We finally got that nigger."
I wish.
You know, type of shit like that. Like we set him up, like we got him. Unless you got something like
know,
that, that's
see,
you're not gonna solve this shit. You're
is
not gonna
it
really get to the
weird?
bottom of this.
I never realized it. Is it weird that after all this time, there hasn't been a CEO on record saying anything?
I think 'cause it's smarter than that.
True.
But it's not even that. The CEO, and then you got the board of directors. Like this goes so
no, but
high.
like any of them saying anything crazy, like
I
any
think
type
shit
of
is just
smear
so
campaign.
like tight-lipped.
Yeah. And I just don't understand the people like that are behind it. I mean, earlier you didn't catch it. I kind of was just like thinking out loud. So like I don't know why I'm in this industry or some shit. We were talking about like how cutthroat it is. But I think that's part of the reason why, so I can help artists. Like Guest kind of made a comment how I had put this artist in a bubble and protected her. So I think being a mom, well, of grown ass children,
A
I guess.
metaphorical mom.
Yeah, metaphorical mom. Like being that type of like mom-ish, like just want to protect you guys.
Yeah.
Just want to, because this shit is insane. This fucking industry is insane. I just want to see you win, but
And there's only so much you
this
can do.
industry is fucking insane. So I think that's why. I think that's what drives me to like keep doing what I'm doing, because there's just so much bad shit.
Yeah. And we haven't even seen like the most of it yet.
Yeah, and that's probably why Joe doesn't. I guess I was thinking in his lives, every fucking live I see, people are like, "Can you be my manager? Can you be my manager?" And he's had several like, "No, like I'm not." Or that manager talk, he's like, "No, I don't think he wants to bring somebody into this."
People really say it. I mean, they say it all the time. Like the devil really is there.
Yeah,
You can see the devil at some
and
point.
Tori's fighting the devil, and that's literally
Probably.
Yeah.
Evil. Ugh. All right. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to wake him up.
Yeah.
No. There is. No, stop. All right, we're going to take a break. All right, we are back. So, back to some more topics. On the brighter news, I know we were talking about Rock Nation being dirty, but on the brighter news...
It's still bright, though.
It is still bright. Jay-Z and Rock Nation appointed NFL's first ever black executive producer for Super Bowl halftime show.
Nice.
Jesse Collins. So Jay in a press release goes, Jesse Collins is innovative, creative, and one of the only executive producers that speak fluent artist vision. He's a true artist. Jesse's insight and understanding create both extraordinary show. That's where he was. I was wondering where he went. Extraordinary shows and true culture moments. After working with Jesse for so many years, I look forward to all that there is to come.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, Jay steadily, doing what he was meant to be doing, creating more diversity, especially in the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not mad at that. I don't really have any knowledge of Jesse Collins and what he's done in the past. I didn't think we looked it up or anything like that. I don't know if you have any info.
No, I didn't get to look.
I mean, look, the only thing that's really bad about these halftime shows is who performs. That's really what it comes down to.
That's modeling.
It's really what it comes down to. It's just who performs. Like, sometimes I don't really care much for Maroon 5. I didn't really care much for the Maroon 5 and Cardi B collaboration.
Yeah.
I
mean, I kind of like that song. I like
the song is cool. I mean, and the production value.
Something, I forgot his name.
But then again, I haven't really seen. The last one I saw was the Shakira and J-Lo shit.
Yeah.
But everybody saw that shit.
Yeah.
That was last year. It's whatever.
Oh yeah, my job wasn't like going crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, look, and Jesse wasn't hired for that. Whoever was there before did a good enough job to me. So I mean, depending on who they bring this year. Yeah, maybe they'll do something different. Maybe they'll have different camera angles. Maybe they'll hire different types of people, different choreographers.
Yeah.
As long as they get a good artist or they do a nice little mashup of whatever, I'm cool.
I think it's more about just getting, our people in there. Sorry if my angle is shaking. Yeah. So anyway, fuck. Shit.
About the executive producer.
Oh yeah, getting him in. So. You know how like he had all that backlash, like, oh, like, what are you doing? Like or like
working with Goodell.
Yeah, or like you're not going to do anything. You're just looking out for yourself. Blah blah blah. Because he didn't really say anything, and a whole thing about like taking the knee. Like, are you going to take the knee? And like the press release, he's like, that was yesterday. Kind of like that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, should we there should be more after just taking the knee.
What do we do after we take the knee?
Yeah. So I think this is his first step into what do we do after taking the knee kind of thing.
I mean, I'm all for it. Look, you want to give more people of color more opportunities at big things like this. Obviously, executive producing the Super Bowl halftime show is a big deal and a big opportunity for anybody.
Yeah. And
if you're in a position to help give it to someone who's just as qualified, who's a person of color, absolutely. Do it.
As long as it works.
I mean, yeah. I mean, not that everybody's waiting to see, like, and everybody's going to jump on him and say, oh, this is the worst halftime show ever. No, I doubt that's going to happen.
No, but I think it's just about, I mean, like what I had said, like trying to, like, this is the next step. Yeah. Like, this is us, like, really being a part of this and working from the outside in. And it kind of reminds me of, so I watch, I forgot what season this was, but Drag Race. The show that LB's always talking about.
The RuPaul joint?
Yeah. Oh, obsessed. But there was a drag queen on there that was talking about how I forgot what season this was. They were talking about how he's registered Republican. And everybody was like, what the? Like, it was insane. And he
Republican is a drag queen?
Yeah. And he had said, he's like, well, I see it. And, like, he went to school for this, or, like, business, not really politics, I don't remember. But, like, he had an educated response. It was like kind of like it's me kind of working like within, and infiltrating in that sense, like because
shadow agent.
Yeah, because I can vote certain ways that kind of fucks with their numbers and fucks with like the Republican stats in that sense.
That was his reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, the person wasn't a millionaire, so
yeah,
couldn't be that either. Oh, billionaire technically. But it could be that. I think that's what people, I guess, lost sight of when he partnered up with the NFL.
Yeah.
Because having somebody in there, I mean,
Yeah, it's not like he's going to make a difference right away. It takes time.
No, it does. It does take time, but I feel like that partnership was good. And yeah, it's just the Super Bowl halftime.
I feel like
he's only an artist.
he wanted to tell people like, "Yo, give me a second and chill. Like I got this."
Sure.
But he can't really say that.
No. He can't say that at all.
But that's what you want to say. Like, "Yo, give me a second. I just got in here. Like I'm gonna make shit happen. Give me a second, though."
I think this is just the first step. Just the first step. And
then you wonder, like, how much power does he really have? Mm-hmm. Like it sounds like he's been granted a great position and a great deal of power, but at the same time, it's like, hold
not
up.
a whole lot.
You still got to deal with 32 other owners.
Yeah.
And the commissioner. So it's like, be careful where you think you got power.
Yeah.
You probably don't. Bunch of rich old white men.
Exactly, and it's not a lot, and you have to. It's going to take a lot of convincing to do things, but it's all about the baby steps.
Yeah, pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, because he can easily just get kicked out. Like he can easily
they can fire him.
Yeah,
easily just fire him
if he were to bring the hammer down in that sense. But all right, next topic.
All right, what do we got?
Kanye West.
Kanye, all right. Kanye
So you want to
West.
play the clip first?
Yeah, let's play the clip.
Right.
So Sade sent this to me early in the week. I kind of scrolled over it when I first saw it in my regular scroll, but then when Sade sends it to me like hours later, I kind of know it's important. So Kanye tweeted a new snippet of a song he's working on, and it's using Lauryn Hill sample from a doo-wop, which was funny because we talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought it was funny. So let me just play that right now. Don't know the name of the song, but sounds dope.
It made me kind of interested to doo-wop down the aisle, though.
Some form of weapon, you asking to feel protected, and still feel protected. Just one time for the record, just one time for the record. Don't agree with the message, don't agree with the methods.
I'm not saying shit, but now he's dope.
It's like when you're on a track, you're just like,
You can't go wrong with that Lauryn Hill sample.
I'm a sucker. Oh my god, I can listen to that all.
I could listen to just that. You're right. I could listen to just that, and I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he adds more. I think he's just playing around with it, but I really liked it.
Yeah,
I love samples.
And it's sad. It's like that's all it takes for us to get back on Kanye's side. Yeah, just make some dope shit.
That's all I care about.
Oh yay! Why do you do this to me?
Because I'm such a Kanye fan. So anytime he does some crazy shit, my phone goes off. People are like, "Did you see this?" Like, I'm a fan, bro. Like, I'm not married to him. I don't give two shits. I mean, yes, he went a little off the rails, but
off the rails is an understatement.
Off the overpass,
off the fucking
off
reservation.
the bridge,
off the universe.
Yeah, you're right.
He's in some other shit.
Off the Milky Way.
Off the Milky Way. The way
off the Milky Way.
Just like that's it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Look, I mean, happy they're making some dope music, and I know that we're not gonna get College Dropout, Late Registration, not even My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a whole new Kanye, but we're not gonna have that swagger, that bravado. I hope he doesn't. Not to sound whatever, but I hope he doesn't talk about Jesus that much this time around.
I'm not the most religious person.
I'm not here for it.
No, it's not that I'm not here for it. I actually did like the Jesus is King.
Yeah, did you? Okay.
I did not. I
remember we listened to it together.
I did not like it. I did not mind it. I know.
Oh, do you remember that? Not to get into the story, but do you remember us listening to it?
Oh yeah, the constant talking.
Was that VFW? Do you remember?
In the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, the constant talking. And
we took notes. Yeah.
I kept having to okay, are we gonna listen to this or not? Anyway.
I just fucking remember that.
We're complete assholes. Anyway, so moving on. I did fuck with it. It's not that I'm completely, and this, just me, I'm not completely off religion.
Yeah.
It's just, actually, I'm not going to speak my views because I can probably turn a lot of people off. But I'm very just knowledgeable of different religions. I like looking into everything. I don't really pigeonhole myself into anything. I don't follow. I believe in myself. That's about it. I have faith in myself. That's how I roll.
Right.
But I'm also not an atheist. So
agnostic.
What's that?
I think it's.
I don't know the like actual. I kind of know. I don't know.
I think I know the people that announced it. I think it's the one where like you don't believe in any religion, but you do believe that there's a God.
In a sense, yeah.
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 I mean, you probably what you have is probably a different definition, but there is something for what you believe in. There's a term. I mean.
Okay, but like close enough
is
to
like, yeah.
agnostic. Yeah. Close enough to that. But yeah, because I just there's kind of like I believe in everything, but like not like I can't explain it. Like I know there's a
but you
higher,
believe there's something. There's a higher.
There's something.
Higher power.
Yeah, and there's something lower. Like I do believe in like afterworld.
Good and bad.
Yeah, like I believe in that shit.
That's something you
just,
get into just randomly.
Ooh, you could.
Yeah, another day.
Another day. We were.
That's that free
This
flow
is
shit.
actually this is what I wanted to talk about a while back, but we never got to it. Well, whatever.
That's us just going regular combo shit, which we always could.
Yeah, we'll bench it. We'll bench it.
We'll put a pin in that.
So anyway, but it didn't bother me. All like the Jesus shit. It didn't really bother me. Yes, it was too much for my liking, but something about the beats, and it just kind of. Like the music grabbing a hold of you. I didn't have the same like sentiment as I had in like the past in other projects.
Okay.
So I'm just hoping that I'm not and that's what I'm looking for is the feeling. Cuz I know I'm not going to get like the same feeling when I heard like Kanye on that fucking like Cameron joint like the first time he actually rapped, or like when College Dropout. Like I know I'm not going to get that exact, but close enough. That's what I'm looking for. And the next project. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what I hoped for in Jesus is King. I didn't really get it.
And that's the vibe I got as soon as I heard that Lauryn Hill sample.
Yeah, that's why I was just like
the bop was there in his voice. Like there was some swag in his voice. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, ooh, if you turn this into some Jesus shit, bro, you're gonna lose me real quick. Not to say that I'm not hating on Jesus.
But
it's just it was too much for me the time around, because I remember hearing it with you, and I'm just like, when there wasn't any talking involved, I remember hearing that it was very, the beats were good.
Yeah,
there were some good beats. There were some good beats, but the talking was just, I'm like, yo, there's just no Kanye sarcasm. There's no Kanye wit.
Yeah, he was in a different place.
He was held back. I felt a lot in that album.
See, I think not held back. I wouldn't say held back. I think the
old Kanye was held back.
Yes. But we're never gonna get old Kanye like
No, we're not anymore.
That's why I'm looking for that feeling.
4 kids and finding Jesus? Nah,
no.
Bro, it's done.
That's why I'm looking for that feeling rather than the old Kanye. Like I've realized it with Ye. Because I actually did like Ye. I like most of it, not all of it. I like most of it. I mean, I have it tatted on my chest.
No,
so,
and I get that, and
yeah.
You know what it is? It's like, all right, you're right. We there was a swag on College Dropout that wasn't there on Late Registration, that wasn't there on Graduation, so on and so forth. I'm not asking for the old swag, but I guess I want this new swag to be something worthwhile.
Okay.
Because I didn't feel like there wasn't any on Jesus. I think it was more just the beats, the arrangements, the production on that was far better than the substance and the lyrics.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I think if he cleans it up this time, keeps it about the Jesus stuff, but does it in a more digestible way for everybody to take it, so it's not being shoved down your throat, I think I can really fuck with it.
I see that. Because, like that's what I was saying before. I felt like he was just super free on Jesus is King and just very, like, open. I think it was too open for certain people. Right. Like, it was just, okay, we get it. Like, we
get it. You love God.
Yes, you found religion. You love it.
Praise
okay.
God.
Yes.
Yes. Praise the Most High.
The Most High.
Yeah.
Oh, God, to the Most
High. No pun intended, yeah.
I'm never going to I'm always going to think about Tory now. I fucking hate him.
Praise ain't gonna lie, that beat was hot. That beat was hot.
It was. Anyway.
Don't you hate that, though? Yeah. Like, a motherfucker just be, like, motherfucker make some dope shit, but he's like, you're an asshole in person.
Oh my God. See, that's why I've always been good to, and that was always my point with Kanye. I've always been good to disconnect the artist from the person. I don't give, even though it is harder now that, because we were able to grow up and not have social media. Yeah. So now that we do, it's kind of like, meh.
Yeah, I liked it more when the artist was more of a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I see people, like how I mentioned R. Kelly before, I see people using that argument against me about Kanye. And I'm like, okay, first off, you can't compare the two. Yeah. Because I can definitely separate Kanye's shenanigans and fucking disorder, I can the ranting I can ignore. That's nothing. I just I don't go on Twitter.
Yeah.
I ignore. I swipe away. I swipe across all that bullshit. That's easy. R. Kelly's a little different. You can't really. I mean, you can't separate it because
because it was so blatant.
It talks about it in his music.
Well, yeah, when you go back and listen to all the music, it's like, holy shit, it was right in front of us the whole time.
Yeah, so certain things like that I can't. But I've always been good to separate the artist and the person. Like 50 Cent is a schmuck, but I grew up a fan, so I didn't really care.
Oh man, like Get Rich or Die Trying is like.
It's my first CD.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's right. My first CD was Big Willie style.
Really?
Yeah. It was. I know, right? To see where I came from now, because then right after that it was Wu-Tang and Tribe and shit. But Big Willie style was my first one.
I would have never guessed.
I know, and then I bought the fucking "I'll Be Missing You" single. Mm-hmm. That had like the instrumental version, the radio edit.
Yeah.
Man, then for some reason I had Spice World at home too.
Spice World, really?
Spice World. I bought the Spice World CD.
Oh Lord! I think shortly after that, at some point, I had I don't remember. Soul for Real, was it Candy Rain? Soul for Real, I had that one.
God damn, that's what's up.
I even had like Christina Aguilera. I had that. I will say I was an NSYNC girl. I had NSYNC.
Oh, and then I also bought Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had that one too.
Of course.
Because I remember, when the single dropped, I remember the album came out. I bought that right away.
It's a little fuzzy though, because I Get Rich or Die Trying. That was definitely my money that my mom gave me. But
wait, so that was
but everything else
02, 03?
I think so. I know it was early 2000s.
Yeah, because I think that was
the first 3 years
junior year for
within
me. Junior high school for me.
But I just what is it called? But it's fuzzy because I had so many siblings. So between the cassettes and the CDs, who fucking knows who's whose?
Hold on, did you buy it on cassette?
What?
Get Rich or Die Trying?
No, that was a CD.
Oh, I was gonna say.
But like I had like Life, Genuine's Life. That was on cassette.
Yeah, that was a little far back.
Yeah, that was further back. Damn. But like I had a bunch like that. We had Tribe on cassette. We had like a whole bunch of shit.
I wanted to do that too with Kick and Snare. Someone recommended that. Like, yo, just for nostalgia, you should just release it on cassettes.
That's dope. I want a cassette player. No. I want vinyl.
Yo, but that
I want a big place. Yeah, I was talking. We went way off the rails, but whatever. I was talking to Yos about it, and because he I don't know if I can say it. I'm not gonna say. Sorry, Yos, I'm not gonna say it. He's probably gonna text me and be like, you could have totally said it, but whatever. So I was talking to Yos about it, and honestly, like, I want to wait till I get the house and like a bigger space, and get like my office in the house. Hopefully,
and a record player.
No, like, yeah, you know how like I have the bookcase.
Yeah.
So I want to do like a whole wall, half books, half vinyls.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Manny has a record player too. He's starting his collection. He's got a bunch of vinyls. He's got like what the Freddie Gibb album. He got.
That's fire.
He's got. No, not in Freddie. Excuse. He's got Tana Talk 3. He's got Childish Gambino. He's got Kendrick's. He's got a bunch of them, and just they look so dope. Like just getting the large version of the fucking cover art just looks phenomenal. And then the stuff inside is shit that you don't see anymore because you don't buy CDs anymore. Yeah. So just seeing the inside cover art is like, takes you back.
I thought about doing. It's funny because I was thinking, I'm like, vinyls are so expensive.
That's the thing, yeah.
What if you did CDs? But CDs are not as old yet. They're not. I mean, they're extinct, but they're not that extinct.
Not that extinct.
So a CD collection is just like, meh.
It's smaller, and then I would give people the old like sleeve, the packet with the big zipper.
Yeah, those were the best.
Where you had Summer Mix 05.
I would just be like, okay, I would get comfortable, and then be like, play, and then I would go through it as like I had to listen to it. I had to listen and read at the same time.
Any Summer Mix you had to like write down the track listing. You had to fit it on there.
Oh my god!
And you had everything from Snoop.
Are we talking about like the mixtapes?
The mixtapes you make in the summertime, like.
Oh no! I was talking about like actual CDs, like when you get like the actual.
Oh, that
like,
shit with the little in.
Books, when they got like the little like they had like a photo shoot and like the art. Yeah, no, but
that was the shit too.
The mixtapes, I actually still have. I call it the Bible, which is funny. I got it from my cousin Joe. because his thing,
Shout out to Joe.
we had 2 Bibles when he lived with us. We had 2 Bibles. One was CDs, and then one was DVDs.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yes,
Of
and
course.
then I still have one that I started from like carrying on his like tradition, I guess. And yeah, it still has all my. That was so random.
Elbow dropped this motherfucker. Fucking macho man off the
If
top
you ever
rope.
miss wrestling, there it is.
What's that? Look at this.
You want some live shit?
Look at these pussies go at it.
I wish I could film it. This is amazing, bro. We gotta start recording here. I can't. It's so
I
distracting.
know. These niggas.
Shit,
Look at that.
it's-
Look at that. And then they just look at each other's
Ew,
assholes.
it's disgusting. Stop. See,
Pause on the biggest levels.
I wish I had look at him hiding because he knows I hate that shit. Don't lick his butt in front of me.
Imagine
Hey.
humans doing this shit, like just randomly. I just go up to somebody and just fuck with them.
My angle just moved a little bit. I think I'm fine though.
I randomly just go up to somebody and just fuck with them, and then all of a sudden they try to lick my ass. Like, what the fuck is this? It's the bullshit. Like, thank God we're not like animals.
Just in front of people.
Just in front of people, just trying to like, don't lick my ass, nigga. What the fuck? Get the fuck away from me. Pause. Get the fuck away from me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Trying to lick my ass out here in public.
The fuck was I? Oh, Bible. Okay,
Yeah,
so that
sorry.
was our. That's fine. That was
Lick it
our.
ass the Bible.
That was our. I know that was our Bible. It was just music or movies, and the Bible I have behind me. There's like the Drake tape. I have a Drake tape. I have like actual like probably like 5 Drake tapes, and then the
Drake
summer
Bible.
mix. But like trying to fit if you didn't have like.
All right, and we back. So we had a quick little technical difficulty. These fucking cats must have heard us talking shit and knocked over the goddamn camera. Cass.
It's always Cass.
Looking at you. I didn't want to be subliminal about it, but you fucking did that shit, nigga. Anyways, with Kanye shit, I'm watching my back now just to make sure he's
I know.
not
I
around
keep
there.
looking over.
But we reinforced it now, so we should be fine.
Oh, God willing.
Sade's a master engineer.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, with Kanye shit, what we meant to get into before was his manager, Boo, who is also off topic, not that it matters, but he's Akon's brother. He mentioned, and I quote, this is some of the greatest music that he's made, and everything that's happening now is making the music even better. He has more to talk about and more to say. He's a former Def Jam A&R VP. He helped pair up Jay and Kanye for Watch the Throne and started his own company, Boo Vision, working closely with Kanye and Consequence recently. So, you know, I mean, I expect that anyway from a manager or whoever's representing him saying, hey, yeah, this is the best album he's made ever. You know, he's in rare form, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know.
But this is his new. So remember like the rants that he did a couple years back, or like a year and a half, I think.
About this album?
No, about him like firing his manager.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this is his new manager, and they've been like working like super close together. Kanye either is in the middle or it's done, I'm not entirely sure, but he's building like a Yeezy enterprise kind of thing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that's what like Boo's working out of.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of expect that nowadays. I mean, with the whole ownership talk, you kind of expecting rappers to take on more of these projects.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't finish right. I mean, like there was something else about Kanye. Consequence just recently chimed in about him, but it wasn't important.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot to finish that note.
All right. So anything else about the Kanye stuff?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, so other than that, the BET Hip Hop Award nominations came out recently. I did not pay any attention to them. Ever since this whole freshman thing, I've kind of been turned off by hip hop. But we are a hip hop podcast, a music podcast.
What are you gonna do?
What are we gonna do? So let's talk about it since everybody else has been talking about it. What do we got?
All right, so I was trying to share
Fire
it, but
them off.
I don't know what's going on. It's not working.
Fuck it, read them
AirDrop.
off. I'll tell you what I think.
All right, best hip hop video.
All right.
The Baby.
Da Baby.
The
Baby.
The Baby. Bop.
Okay.
Then we got Rockstar again. The Baby with Rowdy Rich.
Okay.
We got Drake to Tootsie Slide. We have Future with featuring Drake. Life is Good. Lil Baby. The Bigger Picture.
Okay.
Rowdy Rich again with The Box.
Tough.
Can
That's
we
a
just
tough
say
one.
that Little Baby has no fucking chance because it's literally gonna be Drake or The Baby
Well, off
or
of the,
Rowdy.
off of the social commentary, I give it to. I can see why everybody could win this category. The Bop, just because it's a nice dance video.
Yeah.
Got the Jabberwockies in it. Drake Tootsie Slide because it was like the first video that the first major video that was made in like a quarantine style Like, yo, it's nobody's going out. We're gonna make a video in my own house.
Yeah.
So that set off like a whole trend of
Wait,
shit.
which one?
Tootsie Slide?
No, you're thinking about Popstar.
No. I'm talking about Tootsie Slide.
Tootsie Slide was during quarantine?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like Tootsie Slide.
The video
so I don't
even
watch it.
starts with
Oh shit, that's right. Yes.
yeah,
okay.
empty streets in Toronto.
Yeah.
And then it goes into his house and it's like a one take type of shot. Yeah.
I
So
remember, yeah.
what else? Roddy Ricch is because that song was just amazing.
Yeah, the box.
Yeah.
That okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Future and Drake, that's just a dope creative video.
Yeah, it was really good. I like
regardless if it was bitten or not.
Yeah, true.
And the Rockstar shit, also another number one song.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, so I could see why all these could win. If I'm gonna just make my pick right now, though,
What do you think? I'm gonna put just like we did with the other award show. I'm gonna put in like
Yeah.
our get like.
yeah, and then we'll come back to it. I think best video man gotta be Life Is Good.
Life is good. All right, I'm gonna put you down for Life is Good. I'm torn between The Box. I usually don't like The Box, or I never like The Box. And then Bop. Nah, not really a fan of The Box. And Bop.
And Bob, okay. All right.
I'm gonna go with The Box. I'm gonna go with Roddy Ricch just because him and the baby are like so neck to neck, like, but I think Rowdy's more like likable. I think he's more popular.
All right, so you go with Roddy. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going with Roddy. So
all right, what else we got? What are the categories?
All right, so best collab. Yeah, oh Jesus. We have Rockstar again.
Mm-hmm.
Life is Good again.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have What's Poppin' remix with Jack Harlow, Tory Lanez, The Baby, and Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And right after that, Megan Thee Stallion with Beyonce, Savage remix. I think that's gonna win. I'll say it right now. Putting my name down. And then Megan Thee Stallion featuring Nicki Minaj, Todd Allison, Hot Girl Summer. And then Mustard featuring Roddy Ricch, Ballin'.
Oh man, I mean I could see Ballin' taking it, but if we're gonna
These
talk
people
about
were
impact
fucking
of the song, I'm gonna say
working.
Rockstar.
Rockstar?
Yeah,
I could see that.
That was a bigger hit. It's still on the charts now.
It is.
Yeah.
Rockstar is, yeah.
Yeah, because at that point it's just a song. It's not even a video.
It is. I'm gonna stick with Savage, just
Savage?
because it's
yeah,
taken
Beyonce.
over social
That
media.
took over TikTok too, so I would give it's a tie with those two. But Rockstar is like a bigger hit. Actually, they both were hits.
I
think Savage has been out longer.
Do you want me to put your name down with Meg?
Nah, put me down with Rockstar. Yeah,
All right, and then I'll take Savage. Okay, next. Best duo. Sorry, duo or group. We have. Do you want to do this one or skip?
No, do it. So.
Chris Brown and Young Thug, City Girls, Earth Gang, Jack Boys, Migos, Run the Jewels.
You got to give that to City Girls.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Unfortunately,
Run the Jewels is not going to get a BET Hip Hop Award.
No,
not in that category.
Unfortunately, neither is Earth Gang.
And Migos is like a non-existent group at this point. So City Girls is the only one that actually is a group.
They're on it. Like, just makes no sense.
Yeah, Chris Brown and Young Thug. The fact that you got to name them like that, it's like it's not a duo.
All right, so we're both City Girls.
Yeah.
All right, best live performance.
It's tough to say when it's fucking quarantine.
I know. We have Big Sean, The Baby, Drake, Meg, Travis Scott, and Roddy Ricch. Oh, I skipped him. Yeah.
To me, that's a tie between Drake and Travis.
Yeah.
Who's got the best live show that I can remember off the top of my head?
Funny? I didn't even think about that because I was thinking, I guess like the basic performance. Well, it's not that it's basic, but like just like the crowd control, routing them up, like their performance overall. But Drake and Travis do add that element. They're like, not that even Travis and Drake are on the same like tier, but they're doing kind of like with Jay-Z, like with the props and shit like that.
Yeah,
like
I mean
that is technically the next tier of performing.
Yeah, put it like this: if you went to a festival and saw all them one after the other, who would have the best show? Who do you think? I'm thinking Drake and Travis.
I think they're gonna say. I think Drake's gonna win this, but I see how it's a tie because Travis shit was insane. There was a whole roller coaster. It was fucking crazy.
Everything. Travis just puts on a whole show.
Yeah. Somebody I worked with saw Travis and was like,
"It's an experience."
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's an experience.
He was exhausted. I don't even know why he worked the next day, but yeah, because he was just like all over.
That's
the place.
what you want out of a live show.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Draining.
So if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Travis then.
Alrighty. Oh, this one, this one I don't get at all. Lyricist of the year.
Bullshit. Here we go.
Big Sean, The Baby, Drake, J. Cole, Megan Thee Stallion, and Rhapsody. You know what? I really should be an announcer on BET Awards. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, all right. You want to take over? What's her face's
A new
job?
bag. Let me stop joking.
So what? The MC Light's position?
Yeah, I'm like, I know it's MC something.
MC Light's got an amazing voice.
So who do you think?
Lyricist of the year. I mean, I don't even know what they're going off of, but I feel like they would give this to The Baby, which is a slap in the face to everybody else in that category. Yeah. I would give it to Cole. If we're talking about the year he had, just off his guest verses.
Oh, sorry.
Because at this point, if you're going off a judge, I don't know if you're judging from last year, but we're going off the end of J. Cole's feature run that he had in 2019.
You're giving it to J. Cole, right?
I'm going to give it to J. Cole. Because 2019 was his feature run. And he started off with the 21 Savage joint, A Lot, and then just kept killing shit the rest of the year. I think that one of his other big ones that year was the shit with Travis and Young Thug, the London. Yeah. He killed that shit too. And everything else he was on, he fucking killed a bunch of shit. So, and then Gangstar. Loyalty and Family and Loyalty, I think.
Was it Royalty?
Diamonds?
I thought it was Royalty. I don't remember, but it was really
the song
diverse.
about diamonds.
Yeah.
They did for Gangstar.
Family Royalty.
Loyalty and Family. Oh my god, I feel stupid now. All right, whatever.
I'm sure we'll be correct.
And we'll be correct at some point. But yeah, the song about diamonds.
Yeah.
And
that was a good one.
I think just off of that, man, he had a bunch. Drake had party songs, other than what he put out in Dark Lane demo tapes.
Yeah.
Not really much else was
Yeah.
lyrical, but I don't know how
Big
BT
Sean
goes
didn't
about
really
this.
drop.
Well, Big Sean just dropped his shit, so I don't know if they're gonna give him that.
That wouldn't count technically.
There you go. Then I don't know why
it wouldn't count because it's too soon. Because this is done like months in advance.
There's mad other niggas that you could have given this to. You could have given this to Wale. Put him in the category.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It should have been Wale.
He dropped shit.
And no shade, but Meg. That's why I laughed.
Well, because it's like, again, you got to go into like what BET's criteria was for lyricists. Like, do they care about the substance matter? Is this about technical skill?
I guess. Because Meg, I'm not saying the Meg is trash. She's good.
She got a great flow. So technically, she's good. Yeah, but sense.
Like, a lyricist has, if you're going to name somebody a lyricist, they have to be more than good.
Well, I'm not to play devil's advocate, but
no, you're good. Go ahead.
In what she's talking about in her lyrics mostly. Does she do it well? I would say so.
Okay.
Content-wise, it is what it is. It's sex, and a lot of it is sex-oriented. But is she doing it with a nice flow, catchy delivery? Yeah.
I think because I put lyricists on a pedestal.
Yes, it should be about something else. But it's got to be more than about how ill you are.
It's not. No, it has nothing to do with content to me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it does. It doesn't. Like, if there's content, there's content. It doesn't matter what it's about. I just don't really see her as a lyricist.
True.
But then we also have never seen another side of her, and she did talk about there being another side of her,
which I would love to hear, and I'm sure we will when we get like a major label debut.
Because she's going the route of like the artist that I showed you. I'm still waiting for.
Yeah.
She's going kind of on the same route with the trappy shit, and then later on diving more.
So like set them up with the hits and then put in like the real shit in there,
which works. And then it's like you have Rhapsody right underneath Meg, and it's like she didn't
underrated
do that.
As fuck.
Super underrated. I didn't even hear the new project. She actually did drop new music right after we kind of trashed her for not doing it.
Again, another example of us talking too much shit and not waiting. We gotta chill. We gotta have our own segment on that where we bring back the shit from the previous week.
It's funny because what is it called? Because I remembered that whole thing and I laughed and I was like, ugh. Like we never talked about it before, after that. But because like Bryson Tiller, like I was telling you off air, Bryson dropped a deluxe and I was just about to talk shit. Like, you just dropped a deluxe of Trap Soul? Like, when I heard that, Juan was still in Yonkers. Like, bitch, please. Like, what is wrong? Like, I was ready. I was about to come on here and talk shit. And then I got a tweet earlier about him dropping at midnight. And I'm like, okay, never mind.
Back in the days trying to catch that don't in the song at the end. That don't. I could never catch it. I was mad. I tried counting the steps.
I was still driving my Honda Civic, I think.
Dumb.
Yes, I think I saw the Civic at the time.
Bro, we might have to make that into a segment where
Don't.
I'm gonna call. No, not that. Don't make a segment of that. Don't.
Alright, go.
Not that, but I got you.
Yeah, what were you saying?
No, I was gonna say we call it run it back, where like we say some shit one week and then we find out something else during, the next week of recording, then we run it back.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah.
I think we should do that. We don't have a sound effect for it, but I think that's a worthy segment.
Rewind. I have a rewind.
Okay, yeah, run it back, and then we can say that because there's tons of shit I'm gonna run back. I wish I could have ran back already.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
We'll do that. All right.
Yeah,
So
I have months we should run back, but yeah.
All right, next category.
Wait, I didn't put my pick.
Oh, my bad. What was the pick?
I'll probably go with J. Cole.
Lyricist, J. Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do J. Cole too.
So Cole.
I would want, and this is not like we're being realistic, and not even really realistic, because I honestly want Rhapsody to win. Realistically, she won't. I want J. Cole to win. His odds are better, but I still don't believe he would win.
Got you.
I'm like on the fence, but whatever. Do you want to do Video Director of the Year?
No, because I feel like I don't know them all enough to.
It's safe. I mean, I know a few of them. I mean, the Cactus Jack.
I like dude that did Drake's video. I forget his name. Myers. Yeah.
Yeah, Myers. He's in here.
All right.
Then you got Director X. You have Tiana.
Tiana's really good in her own right too.
Either Dave or Tiana, honestly.
Yeah.
Should we make the mark of it?
No. That sucks, man. That directors don't get their love like they should anymore. It's got to be more than just like a little, like, piece of text that's on there for 2 seconds. It's got to be more than that.
It should be more. Like, I feel like we're finally giving like producers their credit. So it'd be nice.
But now directors taking a back seat. It should be more than that. Like, I don't know.
Like, we should be able to do it at once. Because producers, like, there were some producers that were known.
Yeah.
But they weren't like we know about Parks, even before he was on that show.
Oh, word, absolutely. Yeah,
things like that.
Like I want to know about the engineer and the producer now. Like, it's so important too. Like, the engineer is just as important nowadays. So you want to know who's engineered like these tracks and shit.
Speaking of that, Producer of the Year. I skipped DJ of the Year because I'm sorry.
I was also going to say real quick, I miss in music videos, I think MTV started it and then BET and VH1 adopted it.
What?
Where it would show up in white text at the bottom right screen, artist, song, album, directed by, and then record label.
That. Yeah.
And that would fade in, fade out at the beginning, and then fade in, fade out at the end.
TRL? TRL did that. I think 106 and Park did that. 106 and Park definitely.
It became standard.
It was standard.
It became standard.
It was it was a standard. BET, even like the After Dark shit, did that.
Yeah, which is in the bottom right. Everything you like, where it was coming from, what label it was under, the director of the video, like the basics.
Yeah.
The only thing missing from that nowadays is producer.
True. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
So Producer of the Year, Ninth Wonder, DJ Khaled, Hit Boy, Jetson Made, Mike Will Made It, Mustard.
I'm sorry, who's after Hit Boy?
Jetson Made, or I don't
even know who that is. All right, so
I've heard of him before. I just don't recall. Right?
If we're gonna talk about clout, like who's making moves and who's making noise, I'm gonna go Hit Boy. But that's recent. Like, he's only started making noise like in the past couple months. Like, I don't know, again, when BET Hip Hop Awards started their judging criteria, if it was like right after the last one. It's usually
mid-year. They do like mid-year.
So it wasn't like once the previous one airs, like everything that comes out after it is now fair game?
Or like not after it, but some like Big Sean's new shit. I can't remember the name right now. Detroit 2.
Detroit 2. So
that'll be on the next BET.
So it won't be on this year.
So I think it's like, I think they do the half-year mark. I've seen it somewhere, the time frame that they do, I just don't remember.
Okay.
But it's not like January to December. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's
because they're counting. The box, I feel like, was this year. No, the box was last year.
It's crazy, if that's the case.
Tootsie Sly was definitely this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't last year, so that was maybe they're doing up until March or April. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna do Hit Boy too. Hit Boy's been like everywhere, so that's gonna be both of us. All right, next, Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Bullshit already.
The Baby. Drake, Future, Lil Baby, Meg the Stallion, Rowdy Rich. Should we say Meg the Stallion?
Yeah, the Stallion.
The bitch. Let me stop. Yeah, Meg the Stallion. It's fucking weird. I would say Rowdy Rich or the baby.
Okay. Yeah, the baby.
Are we gonna both go with the baby?
Yeah, the baby.
All right. Yeah, he has had a bet. But like that's the thing. I'm a tie for that one. I'm gonna put my name next to Rowdy too. Cause I can't make up my mind with that one. Because the baby did have a big year. I feel like almost not bigger than Rowdy, but he's been more talked about, like duration.
Oh, yeah. He's got more hits, more doper videos. He's more talked about. He's more presentable, more marketable.
Rowdy Rich, I feel like almost made like more noise in such a short amount of time for his name to be next to the baby.
Well, I think he's more of an artist. Like Rowdy can play piano and shit. Like the baby just kind of raps and performs, and I guess dances a little bit.
True.
Two different sides of the spectrum, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song of the year, Bop. Oh, Bop is produced by Jetson May. That's where I seen his fucking name.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
All right, so wait, hold on. I forgot. Copy and paste. Bop, Life is Good, Rockstar, Savage, The Box, Tootsie Slide.
Between Rockstar and The Box. But I can see because there was a point in time where I saw both songs played on commercials, advertisements, like everything.
I'm gonna go again for Savage, but also
That's had the TikTok game on point.
I would also say Bop too.
Yeah,
I don't know. Damn.
Because as far as like TikTok presence, Savage.
Tootsie Slide was also TikTok, but not as big as Savage.
Not as big as Savage, you're right.
I mean, the original Savage was so fucking big. Beyonce hopped on it.
Had to. And it made the most sense. I
Yeah.
couldn't see her hopping on like the Bop remix or the Box.
She didn't have to hop on anything.
She really didn't have to. She could have made her own, but this made it easier for her.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it made sense with another Houston artist.
Exactly. And they really fucked with Meg.
And a female.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for Savage. Debating if I want to choose something else. What are your choices? Rockstar? No.
I'm going with the Box.
Oh, just the Box?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll go for Savage. Oh wait, I put my name. All right, next. Oh, hip hop album of the year.
More bullshit.
This is funny. Sorry, I'm like taking too long. The Baby, Blame It On Baby. The Baby, Kirk. Future, High Off Life. Lil Baby, My Turn. Meg, Sugar. Rowdy Rich, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial.
Rowdy Rich.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. If you didn't know, the Baby has the most nominations this year.
Oh yeah.
I think 9.
9. No, there's somebody else who has more, and I just do not remember.
Than him at the moment? I think probably Meg then.
Or no, I think I'm thinking about somebody. No, I think I'm thinking about somebody else. What is it called? Damn, I don't remember. Damn.
I mean, you can definitely expect the Baby and Meg to take home a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I can see Meg taking home any female.
I don't actually. I'm gonna take it back. I don't think Rowdy is gonna win this. I'm taking
for
my
song
name
of the
off.
year, or no, as
album of the year. I don't think he's gonna take it, just because he's popular, but you got the Baby twice.
Yeah, they really want him to win. I mean, he did drop 2 albums in the same year. I feel like that's fucked up that you're taking the spot away from
I just
artists.
don't understand why both of them were on there. That's why I laughed. Like, it just makes no sense to me. I don't know. I'm gonna put Meg. Fuck it. I put Meg. All right. Best new hip hop artist. Flo Milli. I don't even want it. Jack Harlow, Mulatto, whatever Choppa, Pop Smoke, Rowd Wave. I'm gonna say Pop Smoke.
I would say Pop Smoke.
Yeah, that's a given.
Play a death card.
Yeah. Let me see, where is Pop? All right, so that's both. Hustler of the year. Cardi B. Last year maybe. Cardi B, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Meg, Rick Ross, Travis Scott. After that video, I would say Rick.
I guess, yeah, Travis. I don't really know much about that award, what it entails. Like, What they consider hustle of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you're not a rapper, so
we
we'll
just
give
leave
you
it.
this.
So should we just leave
Who's
it?
the best non-rapper?
I know. Should we just leave it blank?
Yeah, leave it blank. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be.
Best hip hop platform. I'll just take it. I'll take it. I'll leave it there. But yeah, best hip hop platform: Complex, Hip Hop DX, hot new hip hop. And it's just amazing to see some blogs on there. Sorry. The Breakfast Club, the Joe Budden fucking podcast, the Shade Room, whack, Double XL.
Oh, they're throwing a bunch of different stuff in there at once. Like, I
Yeah.
can see how the Shade Room wins that because they're on top of everything that goes on in the hip-hop culture, whether it be gossip or not, as well as other shit. But if you want, like, actual insider information, this is what makes them such a great show, the Joe Budden podcast by far.
Yeah.
The Breakfast Club, their sizzle has gone down.
It has.
Because it's like, it's just not the same anymore.
But they are strong contenders.
So
Hip Hop DX, that's my go-to for like news and shit. And and then Two Dope Boys, I go for music. But Hip Hop DX is up there. Hot new hip hop has gotten annoying. The Shade Room is super fucking popular. Obama was just in the Shade Room talking about go vote. So
that's tough, man. Because they're different types of platforms, but I mean they're all platforms, but I don't know. Shade Room.
Complex is what?
Complex is not. Complex is
even though I used to want to write for them. But no. Double XL whack is shit, and that fucking list is horrible. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be, but whatever. They trying to get their money. I leave this between Shade Room and Joe Budden.
Yeah, same. So I'm gonna
two
put
different entities, so it's tough to even like judge them.
I'm gonna put both of us down for that. All right, next.
A lot of categories. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. They had some weird categories. Sweet 16, best featured verse. Fuck out of here.
Oh, it's a dope little tag, even though it's kind of whatever.
Yeah. That's just weird, no?
Yeah. Well, best collab. I mean, I guess that's dope. Best 16.
Well, you know what?
Best feature verse. I kind of dig that.
Okay, never mind.
Let's
do it.
Nominees?
I don't know why I judged it so harshly so fast. Beyonce, Savage.
That made noise.
Huh?
That made noise.
Yeah. The girl, the best on earth with Russ, the girl, I just don't remember. Or is it, I don't know if it's a girl. Yeah, I think it was a girl.
What, Bia?
Bia, right?
Yeah, it's a girl.
Cardi B, Writing on the Wall, French, no, God, no. Future, Roses, remix with the St. John, no. Rowdy Rich, Rockstar, Travis Scott, Hot remix, sorry.
Nah, I'm giving this to Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Come on, right. Beyonce 16. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. You were talking about it as soon as you came in here that last time. Like, I don't know the pain of jumping up and down again.
Exactly. Come on now.
All right, so we have Impact Track, Anderson .Paak and J Rock, Lockdown.
Lil Baby.
Oh my God, I didn't even get to it. The Baby featuring Rowdy Rich, Rockstar, Black Lives Matter remix. J. Cole, Snow on the Bluff. Lil Baby, The Bigger Picture.
Lil Baby.
Rhapsody featuring PJ Morton, Afeni. Wale featuring Kelly Price, Sue Me.
Lil Baby takes this by far.
Yeah, it does. I love Kelly Price, but I really want Wale just because.
No, it was a great song. I loved it.
That I still listen to that song, and that song I keep hitting my mic. The song is fucking amazing.
It is.
It's just like love it. But yeah, okay. All right, whatever. Let me see if there's anything else. Wait, hold on. I forgot to put your name down. So you're taking The Bigger Picture, right?
Lil Baby.
Okay. Guess I'll put my name down too. I'm gonna put my name down next to Wale. Hopefully he wins. And that's it. There's like a couple more, but irrelevant.
I don't know. All right. And do we know when the Hip Hop Awards are?
October 27th.
All right, cool. So right around the corner. All right. So about a couple more episodes, a couple more weeks, we'll go back and.
I should be about like episode 59, so I'll put it down for 59.
All right, cool. We'll do a whole little recap.
Yep.
All
right. And then I think it's a wrap for that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a break and then we'll get into.
If you don't know.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, Lyrical Fix, we are back. And also, I wanted to say this, since we are in a new month, I wanted to shout out our featured producer of the month, OxyBeats, OXY Beats. I don't have his @ Do you have his @ I'm not sure if it's just OxyBeats. I don't know if it's spelled differently.
No, it's OxyBeats official with like an underscore in there. Give me 1 second. I'll because I just did the credit for the video.
My bad. I should have mentioned
it's at OxyBeats underscore official. There you go.
OxyBeats underscore official.
Go check them out.
Absolutely.
Super dope. Yeah, we kind of dropped the ball.
Well, because we went right into the debate talk.
Yeah. And
so
then,
wanted to show love.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We kept saying it like, damn, we forgot to credit him.
I know, right? We keep saying we're going to come into it in the next break and then don't.
But finally we did.
We did, yes.
But yeah, shout out to OxyBeats and also shout out to Malik Morrison for putting me on. Because we dropped the ball because he was supposed to be, he was our first producer, but he didn't get a full month.
Right.
We wanted to like give him an actual month,
yeah.
And this would have been a dope one. No, October is like the month, well, this year because it's 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So we got 5 weeks from Oxy. He's the one. He was like, oh, like I'm not like I don't really have anything right now, but my boy produces blah blah blah.
That's what's up. And also shout out to our September producer Bufo on the beat, who came through and brought us some lovely things. He's doing big things out there. Timbaland. What else? Illmind shouting him out. He's doing stuff with Amadeus. This guy's
So
all over the
fucking
place,
dope.
man. He's making his work heard. DJ Payne 1.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's doing big work over there with BeatStars, man. So much love and continued success over to Bufo on the beat as well. So much love to Malik Morrison. Much love to Bufo. Much love to OxyBeats, who's going to keep us going strong this whole month of October.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. So that being said, let's get into our favorite segment of the show. If you don't know.
I never know.
I never know either. I
look for a cue? I'm like, I never know.
Let's try one more time. Let's get into our Let's get into it again. Let's get into our favorite segment, America's favorite segment. It's called.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Yeah, I forgot I'm on camera. Shit, I made that stupid face.
No,
Fuck.
you're good.
If you don't know.
I've been doing like stupid shit in front of the camera. I keep forgetting. I look over. I'm like, fuck.
I know, right?
All right, so go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna go first. All right, so this one is a former, if you don't know, alumni. Played him before. Met him over at the MC competition for World Underground that happened, I think, 3 years ago now. Goes by the name of Holmes, PSG. He's got a brand new single that just came out this past week called Nothing to Lose. It's produced by Mantra. I'm going to play a little bit of that right now. It's available on all stream platforms, I believe Apple and Spotify, and I found this one on SoundCloud as well. So I'm going to play Nothing to Lose, produced by Mantra by Holmes, PSG, out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, we finna do the whole thing? Oh, you crazy, bro. This dude is insane.
The build-up is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Holmes.
We don't take no L.
Passport stamp gang, bitch.
I like this.
Yeah. Alright, let me talk to him.
What are you saying? What to
Look
do?
at mama, we made it. Told them I was the greatest, striving to be the best or at least one of their favorites. Tired of falling flat on my face, I gotta change it. Remember when those tables was turned, I rearranged them, grand opening. You ready for what I got in store? I'm bringing what they say is missing from rap and so much more. Ain't no second guessing, see my perspective is so refreshing. Wasn't always good with math, but I learned to count on my blessings. Every lesson that's more than my repertoire. Like never let your ego be bigger than what you are. I learned to stay humble. I had my fair share of that pie, I even ate the crumbles. Too many lion ass rappers off up in this jungle. Hey yo, home, slow down, man, chill. Yeah, all I had to do was put this music out, say some fly shit, make the people out here scream and shout. Keep that shit original, and that's the part that's pivotal. Most of y'all look and sound the same, so identical. Pocket full of pesos, San Miguel in my left hand, my bad Filipino wife's waist in my right hand. On the sandbar in Cebu with the perfect view, just know the shit I rap about is what you really see me do. Move, Holmes coming through, hit you with the grooves. Get into this bag like I got nothing to lose, yeah? Like I got nothing to lose. Move.
All right, that was Holmes, PSG, with Nothing to Lose, produced by Mantra out of Jacksonville, Florida. Much love to the homie Holmes.
All right. Now.
You need me to pass you? Why are you good?
Oh, no, it's in the laptop. So my If You Don't Know was actually a featured artist last week in one of my other If You Don't Knows. And I just want to make a correction because I said her name wrong.
You sure did.
I know. I fucked up. So it's Amal Marie. Know Me is the track. Super dope. I have no idea where this girl's from. And honestly, I don't care. Her voice is amazing.
Also, we want to say we do not own the rights to any of this music that's being played on this segment.
There you go. So you can find Know Me, Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal. And then, the links, I'll have it on the bio. So here it is.
Song's called what?
Know Me.
Know Me.
Just
Know
'cause
me.
you're in the
Know me.
mood and my vibe is cool.
Know you.
You don't know me. No, I am not so
Like KNOW?
charged. You can move
Yeah,
your
okay. Like Know Me.
You
Oh, comma.
No, I switched it.
No, me.
Walking real close to me, claiming chemistry. You don't know me.
Oh, I see.
Boy, I can feel those eyes. Don't confuse my vibe. You don't know me. You
Yeah.
watching me all night, yeah. Why you fighting? You enticing. Looks you giving me is so inviting. I'm enticed now, you ain't biting. Why you frightened? We are right here. Do you wanna end your night here? I could be a fantasy. If you show me how you wanna water me, 'cause you know I'm down to ride. Know I've heard it all before. When you approach me, so step to me with something more. 'Cause I hate wasting time. Ask me what's on my mind. Can we grab a bite? Get to know me.
All right. I was Amal Marie with Know Me.
I like that. That was smooth.
Right? It was dope, right?
That was smooth.
She
Good
was
one.
good.
Good
She's
choice. Good choice.
Because I realized I didn't realize that there was a featured on there.
Yeah.
Because I just heard I heard the backtrack, but I didn't know there's a feature. So then I was like, fuck, like for Uno hype. So then I checked her out and I seen that she's like, oh, like, the bio, like, Know Me, out now. I was like, let me check the shit out. It's dope. I like
That's
it a lot.
what's up. I like that. Shout out to Holmes. Shout out to Amal Marie. Our If You Don't Know Alumni of the Week. That's what's up, man. Great selections right there. That's what it is. All right.
And then any closing notes?
No, you know what? I didn't mention it before, but as far as my week, I went down to the Chop Shop and met up with Yosanova.
Yeah.
Round of applause for that. Fucking finally. Got to sit down with the homie, chop it up. Shout out to Nina as
By
well.
the way, I was really hoping that was going to be applause. No, like, because I have to say this because the camera probably caught my face. I was just like, oh. Because I thought it was going to be.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I forgot which one was which.
I would have accepted that one and not the camping one.
No. The camping one I took off.
Okay, good. Thank you. Because
like I still have it, but I just didn't put it with like
because
the
it's like
keys.
if it was just me saying I went to Yosa's and then it says camping, cool. But it's the fact that I said I went to Yosa's, we got to chop it up, got to talk and everything, really build. And then you say camping.
Yos is
like,
famous now. Like you could just.
That's what I'm saying. He heard us too when I said Yosaverse.
I know.
I
It
told him
was
that
dope.
shit.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Yos
shout out to Yos.
and the Yosaverse.
But I got to
and
go
the
over there
Yosaverse.
and it was good. Like I had like a good 6-hour block of time. Made the trip over there. Drove 4 hours total that day, which I didn't mind because it was for a good purpose. So
yeah.
And got there and we talked, caught up, just got to know more about Yos and his upbringing and shit. He got to know about me, and then we sat down, ordered some food, and just got to working on the beats and decided the length, who we want on it, what samples to use, what to talk about. So I think beat wise we're about 80% of the way done.
Good.
Beat
Nice.
wise. So I got a little bit to work on now. I've finished editing Ron Solom's video. So now I can fully focus. I've realized that about myself.
Guest out. I said guest. So, Jesus, guest. You have to do. I feel like he's mentally thinking about us when he knows we're recording. Ghost out soon.
Yeah, it goes out soon. Featuring Trip, Nina Nichelle, Clara Flores. So that video's done. Now I can fully focus because I realized that about myself, that I can't just be like multitasking like that. I need to like focus on one thing. So now that I've fully put my 100% in that and got it out the way, I can focus on Kid Pro shit.
Good.
Yeah, so that needs to happen. And then this time around, Sade's my EP. So her being the executive producer of this along with Yos is going to be nice. And we're definitely going to do more videos this time around.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah, I just don't know what song will be what, but I'm also hoping that we just make a video for everything.
We can work it out.
Like,
I don't see
even
why
if it's
not.
like low budget shit, I just need a video.
Even if it's like
even if it's verse about nothing, like I'm gonna still do
like
those two.
Just a verse. But I think
Well, that's what I've been doing.
verse, huh?
Verses about nothing. I've been doing
No,
that.
but I'm saying like a verse, like if you want to do every song, we don't have to do it fully.
Oh yeah, all right.
Or
yeah.
we can do fully. Actually, I think we should do fully.
Well, it depends because the songs are like I'm looking to make them like no more than 4 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
because
they'll
if
be
it's
short
going to be
ones.
10 at 30, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm aiming for. If it's gonna be 10 songs, it's gonna be straight 10 songs. Like no, maybe an interlude here and there, but nothing that's gonna like take away from the album and make it like 25 tracks.
No, I think it's going to be fire.
You know.
I can't wait to, soon enough, I'll be able to get down there.
Yeah,
Because I already have Sundays off.
we gotta make it sure.
but-
And we've already like established that Sunday would be our days.
Okay, good. That's perfect. I'm
Yeah.
already off.
So we
Yeah,
just have to
fuck
make the
this
trip out
season.
there.
I'm not working this season. like,
I feel you. Everything's
I'm gonna
different now.
Quarantine ahead Sundays. I'm gonna keep my Sundays.
It's cool. Like Sundays is like it's
I-
perfect.
Maybe I'll
And
work
you know
from
it was nice. We were gonna get into the whole photo shoot thing, and then it started raining, which kind of sucked. But Nina did get some dope ass
No,
shots.
I seen some shots that were good. Like
Oh
in the
yeah,
park and
there was
shit.
some, and the one that was taken with us by like the trees and shit. That
With
was
him
on my
riding the
phone.
bike?
Yeah,
Oh,
him-
dope, yeah.
That was it. So
Nice.
that was dope. And
No, she got a good eye. She's good.
yeah, that was great. She's fucking awesome. And just the chop shop itself is just amazing.
So then we'll do one of these Sundays once you're more prepared to go back and visit and do all the shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because right now it's just a matter of like any recording is mostly gonna get done at Obi's because it's closer anyways.
Yeah.
But if there's anything like other stuff we can do there, like he even said like he wants to, and he was joking, but you never know with him.
Yeah.
He wants to take the top area and like put a floor there, and like that could be like a little podcasting spot. So while people are recording, we could be up there doing our pod. We just take a little ladder up there. and
No,
just,
I was gonna say he's mentioned to me a couple times, and I'm just like, Yos, I love you. I love the chop shop. I am not driving 2 hours
to do a pod.
to do an episode every week.
Well, yeah, not every week, but
Every
yeah,
week,
'cause we've done it
every
before.
now and then, I don't mind at all.
I don't mind doing it. I mean, it's cool because
it's there, and then it's good for the area because I believe you told me there's not much in the area, like creative wise.
Yeah.
So it is dope to have like people have that option.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it would be nice because what he's building out of there right now is like a nice like multimedia
Like
type
lounge.
of studio.
Oh my god! I seen it when me and him went to go check out a venue, for a check it. I just haven't seen it since. I don't know if he's made too many changes.
I don't know. I
but-
mean, it looks great. I mean, the fact that he's got the little photo studio in there, like
That I don't think was there. I
Yeah,
think
with the
I didn't
lights.
get to see that. No.
yeah, they
I
got
didn't
lights
see
and
that.
stuff like to do photos.
Unless it was there and I didn't notice.
yeah,
But
two big lights to
Oh,
do their shit
dope.
in.
I can't wait to
And a
go.
white backdrop, so you can do a lot. I mean, the only thing left is like to get green screen, like they're in business.
We have to go. We have to go soon.
Yeah,
We have to
which
go
it,
soon.
which the green screen ain't that crazy to get, but yeah, that'd be the next step. But he's definitely got the space for it, which is dope.
Yeah.
Nice little fan in there, so it's always cool. Wi-Fi.
I'm so excited.
You know what I mean?
I can't wait to go.
It's definitely worth the trip. So we're gonna have
Oh,
some
yeah.
fun. But that's it. That's gonna be on the way, Kid Nova. I'm gonna work that out. I'm basically in album mode now. I want to
Good.
say November, but we'll see. We'll see.
That's
A lot to work out right now.
That is a lot.
Yeah, but we gonna see. So
I mean, technically, we have like 5 weeks.
yeah, I'm gonna be pushed to my limit, but we gonna, I got the time for it. So
We have not exactly 5 weeks. You can go over the 5. It could be like mid
yeah, because either you never know. Because I mean,
Thanksgiving treat.
because then you kind of need like a month to like put it out with the distribution platforms, DSPs.
It was like a week. Oh no, it is
Some
a
are,
month.
some are like you need a month to like promote it and do the pre-save,
True,
pre-order,
true.
and all that shit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that would mean I have to give myself the whole month of October to write and record, which is possible, but I want to make sure I
Yeah.
got good material here. But I feel like I got enough to go in the next phase of my my musical journey. I got enough to talk about. Yeah.
That'd be good.
So
I
I got
can't
a lot.
wait.
I got things, tidbits. Yeah.
So that's it, man. Anything else for you?
Went to Boston, had a lot of fun, and
happy anniversary again.
Thank you. Yeah, and I felt so bad. Like he got me like chocolate covered strawberries because that's my shit.
Nice.
I'm not really into sweets, but I am into chocolate covered strawberries. So that was really dope. And then the cake that I thought like he had the cake, wasn't actually a cake. It was just a hard shell like chocolate heart.
Okay.
But it like had like these like dimensions, like it almost looked like a diamond, like how the diamond has the cuts and shit like that.
Yeah.
It looked, shut up.
I like that.
And then but it was literally like if you picked it up, there's more strawberries.
Oh, it's dope.
It was fucking cool because he knows I don't like cake.
Yeah.
So that remember, I told him. He said I'm an asshole. No, because so last week he came home while like we were about to do the podcast, and I seen in the fridge there's the bag, and I was like, "What's in this bag?" And as he's talking to Pro, don't look in.
Don't you dare look in there.
Don't you dare look in there. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, you did it right.
So the end, no, I told him at the end when we finished the pod, I was like, should I look in there? And I almost made you look, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna peek.
Because I would have looked and not said anything. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's in there. I would have said some funny shit.
No, but I picked it up and I kind of seen it, and I just seen like the white, because it was a white heart with like letters on it, and I was like, oh, I think it's a cake, and I put it back. But it was kind of heavy for it.
Might just smudge my finger on there and took a little.
No, but it was like no frosting, no nothing.
Oh, okay.
It was just white chocolate.
Then
like
I would have just grabbed the strawberry or something.
Bastard. But it was funny because he showed me. He's like, before, like as we're like packing up, have everything like set to go, he has the bag out, and he goes, I guess you can look into it now. So I seen, like I didn't open the box. I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. Give him a kiss. And then we get to the hotel. He's like, oh yeah, you didn't lift up the cake. You didn't take the first box out. I was like, the first box?
Boom.
And then I seen the strawberries.
Boom. See, that's how you do it.
It was so cute.
That's how you do it.
The only thing that sucked was there was no fridge in the fucking hotel.
Really?
No, they had like the mini fridge with but like no empty fridge. Like they had the snack bar fridge, like the sodas and shit.
Not enough to fit anything.
Yeah, so I literally took out like all the soda and the beer, and just like fit the box in.
That's lousy.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck this.
Yeah. Well, no one
Just,
expects
like,
to have a cake
type shit
to bring to them.
I know, and I felt so bad because I'm like, some of the strawberries kind of went bad though,
Yeah,
because we
expected.
didn't have enough room.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad, but it was really good.
Thought that counts.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Cool.
Boston went good. Chop Shop went good. I guess that's it. Yeah. All right. So let me do the closing then. All right, as always, man, Lyrical Fix Pod. You can find us at Lyrical Fix Pod on IG. Make sure to check us out on Anchor, Audio Mac, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Give us the 5-star ratings. Keep us hot out on these podcast streets. And also make sure to check out YouTube for the full episodes, audio and video for some. The clips are If You Don't Know and our Producer of the Month segments that we work so hard on. Make sure to show us that love as always. We want to appreciate y'all. We are 57 episodes deep.
Yep.
And still going strong as ever. Year 2 is not stopping. We are in rare form. We are the Lyrical Fix Pod. We are your host, Kid Pro.
Yep.
Kid Pro.
Oh, and Sade. Sorry. I got distracted. Wait, hold on. Do it again.
This is Lyrical Fix Pod. We are your host, Kid Pro.
And Sade.
All right. And reminding you always, stay safe out here. Wash your hands, wash your ass, and wear a fresh mask every now and then.
For real.
Actually, more than usual. Because,
What?
no, don't get the face herpes.
Oh. Yeah, I went shopping in Boston, and he has always tried to put me onto Uniqlo, but he really put me onto Uniqlo. We went there twice. Because Uniqlo is like some Asian type.
Oh, okay.
Like H&M in a way.
Okay.
But so we went, and it was. So he's like, oh, well, I need clothes, whatever. So we get there, and I'm looking. I was like, ooh. So I grabbed a couple things. Like, we're in the guy section. And I like wearing guy clothes.
Okay.
I was like, all right, this sweater is mine now. And then he's like, oh, like they also have like thermals and shit. So I got thermals. I see these tights, and I'm wearing them now. And I'm like, oh, these are so nice. I was like, yes. So then 2 days later on Sunday, right after like I was telling you we were like taking the shots and shit. I was like, let's go shopping. So Uniqlo, we went back to.
Uniqlo. Wait, so it's a H&M. Those tights you're wearing, those are guys' tights?
No. These are girls.
Okay,
Like
okay.
they have guys and girls.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like that forever. It's like Forever 21, but way better. But it's like it's like.
Is it mostly girls and they just have a men's section like H&M?
No, it's like literally half and half. That's why I
Okay.
kind of not H&M. I'm trying to think of something.
That's
better.
what I know about H&M. They just have like a separate men's section.
Maybe like Old Navy, but
Okay.
like
Yeah, yeah.
higher, like 2 tiers up because it's not cheap. But you can find like decently priced shit there and like the sale stuff. Urban Outfitters, in that sense.
All right, yeah.
I'm naming mad shit.
Yeah, I went to
all over the place.
I went to fucking pause if applicable Dick's Sporting Goods the other day, and like
Not really. No, here.
just trying to get like some decent joggers. I'm like $60
Oh yeah. Well, no, I think because they're kind of failing.
We
So I
did-
think
it was the Under Armour, like it was the Rock line of Under Armour.
Yeah.
I was like, or it
Were
was
they
just.
always expensive like that?
I think joggers were, but I
I've
guess the
gone there,
material
like,
or
years
just
ago.
because they're like the coolest looking sweatpant to have,
Probably.
in a way. But the $60 is like,
You would
Jesus.
really like Uniqlo.
I'm gonna have to check them out then.
Yeah, their thermals. I haven't tried, but he always gets like the thermals from there for work. He fucking loves it.
All right, fuck it, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Telling me like, oh, you wear this underneath. Like, I was like, underneath what? Everything I wear is tight. Like, all my pants and my jeans are tight.
Yeah. You're just very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like, if I'm wearing like sweats, I guess. I think.
Well, if they got good
Oh.
sweatsuits, then I'm there.
But the reason why, yeah, they have all that. They have everything. But the reason why I brought it up because they have mask.
Okay.
And I've been getting into like the cloth mask. They're so easier. I mean, they're so much better. They're easier to breathe into, and you wash them.
Yeah, that's actually what I have with the I have
Yeah.
the pack of Hanes, like the
Oh,
black,
Hanes has them too?
the black cloth mask. They just
Oh,
made
nice.
them like that, standard, like it's a pack of socks or underwear.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
they come in
no.
that pack and they just
Yeah.
open them up. You can wash them.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
the same shit.
Yeah, so definitely. So back again. So if you have a mask, wash it. If not,
Yeah, go ahead.
if it's not washable, fucking just buy a new one.
Yeah, for
This has been
real.
Lyrical Fix Pod, episode 57. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.